My own voice is annoying to me when I hear it back.
I understand that. Not yours.
Really?
I hate your voice.
I hate your voice too.
Tell me something, girl. God, because I have fucking framework. Are you happy in this modern world?
Welcome to Love and Then What? Love and Then What? With your host, Jeff.
Welcome, lovers and friends. It's me, your boy, Mr. Everybody, joined today by my co-host,
Dolce.
and we are joined today by the CEO of Fairy Garden, a hairstylist, and host of the Tap In podcast. Name soon to be changed, or maybe not. Who knows what's going to happen there? Maura, how you doing, Maura?
Good.
I like how y'all both said, who knows?
Literally. That was all perfect timing too. It's like cohesive.
Yeah. So how did Fairy Garden come to be?
So it's actually funny because just the other day was the 3-year anniversary of like when it started. But when I lived in LA, that's like, I feel like so I moved there in 2017, and then I left during the pandemic. But when I first started, I moved there to do hair. So I went to this school called Vidal Sassoon in Santa Monica, and then I wanted to be like a celebrity hairstylist. Like that's why I kept telling everybody here. Like I was like, I'm gonna go over there and do famous people's hair, and everyone.
If I didn't know you right now, I would hate you. But I know you a little bit, so I like you.
Well, it's just like everyone made fun of me naturally because I feel like everyone just always is trying to like play each other. I don't know why. But so I went over there, and it's like it was like the best school you could go to for hair, and it was like $3,000 more than like Venus Beauty Academy.
Right.
So
Well,
I was
LA,
like, okay,
so.
bye, I'm out. Like, there's so many cooler connections over there and opportunities. So I went over there and I did that. And one of these clients that I had while I was in school, this woman, her name was Jude. She's like older than I was, but when her and I met, we like instantly connected. And she was an astrologer and like just like a healer, basically.
That's dope. Astrologers.
I told you. Same. White girl Theo.
Oh my gosh.
Black guy Maura.
We've got all day, so don't worry. So like it was funny because like I have a tendency to be very like optimistic and just like goofy and like kind of not realistic sometimes, whatever, in other people's opinions.
Yeah, fuck them.
So
fuck them people, man.
Same people.
So when I would get clients at school, I would always get like the coolest clients. We would end up like vibing out, like, and my classmates would be like, dude, how did I get the lady who just cried in my chair for 45 minutes because like she thinks I took like a 1/4 inch off, and you end up getting lunch with these people like after you're done the haircut, like on our breaks. And I'm like, because like attracts like like you came here today in a bad mood, and then you got a lady in a bad mood, and you want to know, you're confused. Like, yeah. I'm giving you a quick math equation as to why, whatever. So me and this lady, Jude, we end up like really hitting it off. She starts like instantly. So on my ribs, I have a tattoo, and it says "In a World of My Own." It's from like the Alice in Wonderland poem.
Theo, what's the name of your label?
Mind of My Own.
Yes.
Mind
He's
own,
just gonna like
baby.
make a tally of like ways that they're the same. Tally.
Yeah, facts.
So, but arguably, probably my most like question mark tattoo. I think like, why did I need to put that on my body? Like it's my whatever. So I got that when I was younger, and when her and I started talking, and she was explaining to me like I'm an astrologer. I always thought that like astrology, like your zodiac sign, was one thing. Like I'm a Pisces, period. Like that would be the end of it. But when I met her, she's like, you have a sun, a
the
moon, a rising, all of your planets are in different places. And so she's like, you know, what's your birthday? She like looks up my chart while I'm doing her haircut, and she's like, oh, you're an Aquarius moon and a Pisces sun. Like you must live in a world of your own. And I'm like, I literally like had a shirt on. I like lifted up. I'm like, look at this. I was like, from that point on, I'm like, Jude, like I'll get Jude's name tattooed on me like eventually. So I used to go on these hikes with her every full moon, every new moon, and like we would go hike up into the mountains in Topanga, and we would do like a meditation. Topanga Canyon.
I love Topanga.
Oh, it's so amazing.
I have no idea about Topanga Canyon, but I just love Boy Meets World. Topanga is the greatest.
She was a baddie for sure.
She was hot.
So we would go to these like hikes and whatever, and we would pull tarot cards there, and we would like walk like labyrinths,
You know
which
what? I'm about to text my astrologer. Dude, I had an accident. What's going on in my life?
Really?
Real shit, though.
So we were on this hike this one time, and like granted we would go on these like a lot, but I was usually she would like host them. They were like a thing.
Oh, so it was multiple people there.
Yeah. So but it was like oftentimes every once in a while there would be like a couple younger people, or like I would bring my friends and I'd be like, come on my like full moon meditation hike, and they'd be like, okay. So usually it was like older people and me, and like I'm talking like 60s, like 60s and 70s, like whatever. So there was this one hike we went on to celebrate Earth Day, and which I don't know if you guys knew Earth Day was on Friday.
I did.
Okay, so
Little Dicky told me.
so I'm like, get him here. Like, let's get Little Dicky on. Actually,
My dream guest.
That's
I feel like that could happen for sure.
My dream guest.
I think in due time, as we're getting bigger and bigger,
100%.
it'll happen.
When that happens, I would like to come, and we can replay this clip. Thank you.
Little Dicky, that's her laughing in the background.
So we were like on this hike this one day for Earth Day, and I had on like I have pink hair. Like I love like sparkles, and I like hearts and designs, patterns. Like I love like loud. I think you can like vibe check yourself by what you're wearing. Like you can like level up your energy for the day. So I had on like these big heart sunglasses and like this scrunchie that was like super sparkly, and we're going on this hike, and all of her girlfriends are like, oh, we love your glasses, and we love your scrunchie, and we love your shirt, and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I feel comfortable saying this now because whatever, it's a small business and I'm an entrepreneur, and these things, like, I feel like brands become brands in many different ways. But I was living in LA, and the 99-cent stores in LA are like the littest place on the planet, like ever. So, and in LA, like a lot of people don't go there because it's like the dollar store, like how cheap. Like, no, it's the coolest place in Los Angeles.
And I've been to LA. I ain't never even been there.
Oh, literally, when people would come visit me, I'd be like, oh, you know what we're doing today? The 99-cent store. Like, I'm about to put you on. So that's where I would get a lot of my stuff. Like these fun big sunglasses or these sparkly scrunchies or whatever. And so on this hike, and I said to the ladies, I'm like, go to the dollar store. Like, they're there. And they're like, don't tell people that. And they're like, how about you go to the dollar store and you buy them, and then we'll buy them from you? And I'm like, okay, I can do that. I can go get that. I'll just go get them for you guys. Like, sure.
Text the shit out you too.
Well, no, my dumbass is like, yeah, I'll go get you it's $1. Like, hello, it's a steal. Like, and they're like, no, like you should like start to do this. And like the woman Jude said, oh, the scrunchie would be perfect for a fairy garden. And she's like, Maura, you live in a fairy garden. Like, you're just like a little fairy all the time, bopping around, like da-da-da-da. And I'm like, what the fuck is a fairy garden? But she was always like putting me on to things. So I'm like, getting my notebook out, like, tell me, like, so I can get on it. And she's like, a fairy garden is what you keep, like, where you meditate. So it invites like positivity and creativity into your like meditation, into your life, but it has like sparkles and a lot of color. Like that's what it's for. So I was like, oh, I definitely do live in a fairy garden. But like growing up, I feel like I never was like drawn to fairies or like pixies or elves or, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's like, I feel like there's like stigma around that where it's like, what the fuck is like the little, when you would have like garden gnomes and things, like if people had them, you'd be like, okay, like random weird flex, but whatever. So we're on this hike and they're going on this spiel about like all the stuff that I wear would be perfect for a fairy garden. And then I'm in my head already going to the dollar store like the next day to get these women their scrunchies. And then we end up like sitting up in the mountain and she pulls out a tarot deck that was like nature inspired. And she's like, Maura, you can pull the first card. And it was nature inspired because we were celebrating Earth Day. And I pulled the fairy card. And I was like, okay, like weird.
Yeah, this shit is starting to.
I'm like, all right.
The universe is talking.
So I end up like just being like a little bit excited about that. And we go on our hike, whatever, the day is over. And at the time, I was living with my best friend in LA, but she was in Philly. And the next day she comes home and I was like, okay, so here's what's about to happen. We're going to start a company. It's called Fairy Garden. We're going to sell like everything that you could wear to like be in a better mood. I'm like these sunglasses, like if you're in a bad mood, you just put on the sunglasses and your day is better. And she's like, I don't like that name. I was like, well, honestly, like I don't really love the name either. I knew that was you.
What?
When that order came through, I was like, wait a second.
Oh, did you see my name when
Yes.
I have one of her hats on if you're listening at home. I bought this, and I was excited to get it for the show.
I know. I was like making it the other day. I'm like, okay. So I'm like, yeah, we'll just sell things. We'll go to the dollar store and we'll get like fun things that will just put you in a better mood. And she's like, we're not naming it the Fairy Garden. And I'm like, okay, well, that's not our concern right now. We need to go to the store and get the fucking scrunchies. So we're at the store and I'm like sitting on the ground trying to like find things in the back of the shelf. And there were all of these calendars above me. And like I said, like I feel like fairies they were never like a relevant thing to me. Like it was never like anything I would consider. Like if anything, I would always be like, oh, I'm an angel. Like I would never say I'm a fairy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we're like going through the bins and these calendars fall down and it's fairy calendars. What the fuck is a fairy calendar? I'm like, where is this coming from? Like now just fairies are just flying out of the sky at me. I'm like, we're calling it the Fairy Garden and that's the end of it. So that's how it started. It started just like little things that you could just put on to like be in a better mood or like whatever.
I just thought of a name for your podcast.
What?
Moments with Maura or Maura Moments.
Oh, Moments with Maura. That's a good one.
That sounds pretty good.
So I love that actually. But yeah, so then I started like, I was like, all right, this is what we're calling it. My friend, he made me a logo. And then it just kind of became something like else. Like, I'm like, I really just want to help people like look at things differently. And like,
Look at life.
even with me saying like, you know, I'm going to go out to LA and do hair on celebrities. Like I literally did that. Like I got booked on like music videos with Vic Menza or Meghan Trainor's like album shoots, like working with Dr. Pimple Popper on TLC. Like her and I actually became Dr. Pimple Popper. She's iconic.
I never hear that shit.
There's a show on TV on TLC. It's called Dr. Pimple Popper. But I think like I'm like
She just pops pimples and does disgusting things and it's amazing.
Yeah, but she's also like she's a baddie and she's like an entrepreneur. Like anything that she can like get into, she does. Like she made what did she make? Board
These are
games.
not drug pills.
I was gonna say something's happening right now. Theo was in an accident. That's why he's taking cocaine and tablets.
Yeah, I was in a bad car accident last night, but I'm alive. Fuck it.
And he's getting a new car.
Finally.
Fire.
In due time.
It's like magic, you know what I mean?
Due time, you know what I mean?
The magic of a new car. What does magic mean to you, by the way? When I listen to Tap In Podcast or Moments with Maura or Maura Moments, whatever you want to call it, I notice you bring up magic a lot. What exactly does that mean to you?
Just like moments where you're like,
for people that are listening, what was that? Did you just have a good...
you're just like so excited or like so happy and you're just like, holy shit. Like, I don't know. I feel like magic happens all the time and everyone will just be like, oh, that's coincidence. Or like, isn't that weird? I'm like, yeah, bitch, it's weird. Okay? This didn't just like accidentally happen. It magically happened. Hello. Like, it's just better to like, I think, live as if like magic is just like in you and around you all the time. Like, okay, Nugget makes fun of me Nugget from Get Your Life Together
Boo!
podcast.
Probably the worst podcast in
They are
Philadelphia.
like, it's so funny that they be talking shit like that. They like the best friends and they around each other.
What? Fuck Nugget.
Yeah,
I
right?
It's annoying. I seen it at the podcast. Oh, this shit is these motherfuckers.
Trash. Nico, you're cool.
So, Nugget always cracks up. But Nico, sorry, whenever I talk about him, everyone's like, who are you talking about? I'm like, okay, sorry. So Nico sees it firsthand all the time with me. Like, I'll say something and then it'll happen. Or, like, I'll ask about something and then it'll appear. And he's just like...
Are you a magician? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I kind of think that.
Are you a wizard?
Yeah, like a wizardess.
See, but I also look at it like you were saying, like being with the astrologist and all that shit. But I see whatever I put in the universe is gonna happen and shit. Like, you know what I'm
100%.
saying?
So
like
that's
even
why,
with my
like-
car shit, like I've been trying to, I fuck this car, fuck this, that, and the third, and I want to get rid of it and X, Y, Z, and then I get in a car accident, it's kind of total. And
You're like, that's not what I meant.
yeah, but it's still like I'm not as mad because.
You're like, I technically just asked for that.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? And it's like what you put in the universe is what's going
Right.
to come back to you. So
Right.
so now I'm putting in the universe that I need $1 million.
So, Vizzy should be a sponsor.
Vizzy
Yeah.
will be a sponsor.
Yeah.
You got to do it right there.
Vizzy is our sponsor.
Yeah.
This should be
Here
a
we go.
sponsor.
Yeah, look, like, let her talk. What else? Good luck. What else?
So I've been saying it wrong the whole
Tell
time.
us some shit
This
about
is Fairy
Theo. Go ahead.
Garden.
Tell
You
us
see
some
what
shit
I'm
about
saying?
Theo so
Like-
we can put it in the universe.
But like, so they'll crack up because I'm always like, I get a parking spot everywhere I go. Like, my friends will watch it, and it's like a corny little thing, obviously, but I'm not kidding.
You don't
I will
think
get the first parking spot at the door everywhere I go. Even if I go there and it's not there at first, I'll be like, that's weird.
I did
And I'll
notice-
go around the block, and then boom, again.
I did notice that blue thing hanging from your rear view mirror with the little wheelchair person in there. You have that little handicap
Shut
parking
up.
spot.
I'm like, what? My mom never let me hang anything from my mirror.
That's against the law.
You talking about the handicap?
Yeah, she has the
He's
handicap parking spot.
lying.
I saw
Hey,
it.
Hold up.
She got
I
out.
don't
At first,
need
she
it.
faked
I
it.
don't
And she
need
said, "Are you
it."
cool?" And I said, "Yeah." And then we both had a crack pipe, and now we're in here.
Crack pipe. Yeah, right.
Shit, that's-
My
Handicap
crack
cracker.
pipe has fucking glitter in it, basically.
So, if you guys don't notice, or if you're listening, you don't drink.
No.
The reason
You
is
smoke?
because
Hell yeah.
yeah,
Hey, I love her.
same fucking person.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
roll
like-
up because
I like
I had a
weed.
long day.
I like mushrooms.
Yo, so hold up. We having this conversation about shrooms. So I never took them, but I want to. I'm so excited to, but I'm still scared. I'm still like nervous.
That's fair. I
I'm
feel like
nervous.
because it's like different, but you should just take just do half of a dose then.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna tell you how the universe works though. So I had a beat battle on the other studio across the joint. I'll show you that when you're done. But we had a beat battle, right? And one of my old heads was in there judging it. And by the end of the night, when I came to clean, well, the next day when I came to clean, I found the little eighth. I thought it was weed. Right?
Shrooms.
It was nothing but shrooms
Wait, how did you think it was weed?
because of the packet it was in.
How is that your first thing that you asked? The first thing I would ask: who the fuck just carried on an eighth of shrooms and then leaves it somewhere? It's so hard to find.
He was
No,
fucked up
it's
that
not
night.
that hard to find.
He was fucked up that
Well,
night.
if you live at a fairy garden, yeah, it makes sense. But
Now that
for
I think about
everyone
it,
else,
I actually got to text him and tell him I never told him that he left him. But I never, like, they're just sitting in my house and I just be looking at the pack.
Well, that's how it'll work. You'll be like curious about it, and then it'll appear.
so do you have these? Have you taken them yet?
Nah, I ain't taking them. They just sitting on my the TV stand at the house. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I be looking.
You should take them on like a day that it's like today, like where it's really nice outside, and you could go to like I don't know where you live, but like maybe like Ridley State Creek Park or something.
You would go places on shrooms?
all the time.
Really?
That was impressive.
That was a baby one. I was being polite. I wanted to test the waters and see how you dealt with my burps, and now it's just gonna get bigger and
I
bigger.
don't care.
So you don't drink.
Must be. I'm sorry. It must be a white people thing with burps and shit.
You burped before on here.
I get it, but you see how she was like that was impressive.
Stormy burps.
Well, because like
She's
I
white.
felt like he was
Stormy is
flexing.
not white.
Stormy's white.
Like I felt like he wanted like applause for that, so I was like,
He
I
wants
will
applause
like
for
give him
everything.
his. I will give him roses for that.
I want applause for every
Applaud
fucking
me.
thing, man.
I need
Give me words of
validation.
affirmation right now.
Damn. So let me. I'm still stuck on the shrooms thing, right?
So we have to go
I literally just took shrimp. So
What-
the
what-
other day was the Fairy Garden 3-year anniversary of my hike that I had the brain baby on.
The brain baby. Oh, I like that. I'm
So-
taking it. I got it from Mars, but that the brain baby is. Oh my God, I like that shit. I'm gonna write that shit down. Fuck that. Matter of fact, you can run it back. Damn, the brain baby. I like that.
So that was my 3-year anniversary. So I was like, naturally, I'm gonna go on a hike. I literally basically took off from work so that I could go up to Ricketts Glen and take mushrooms in the forest. Like, it's my shit.
This is how I feel like most people would die.
So yeah,
Apparently, it might not be the best idea. I don't know.
no,
Especially if you're a girl. Like,
my man said that
No one was there.
he seen
exactly.
shit
No
coming
one
out
would
the
hear you
TV.
scream.
Who is that? Like, I don't.
Did you go by yourself?
No, I made my other friend go with me. But honestly,
Were you both on shrooms?
yeah.
Yeah, you guys should be dead already.
Well, it was like,
Wow.
no, her cousin like got really mad at her and was like, some girl did shrooms like on a hike and jumped off a cliff. I was like, what the fuck kind of shrooms are they taking? And also, I don't like take shrooms where it's like, I'm tripping balls. Like, I'll take shrooms where it's like, I'm just like in a state of like bliss. I feel like I'm just like enjoying myself. Like everything is like bright and colorful.
Right. See, they
and,
told
like,
me that if I take them, well, a couple people was like, bro, I want to see you take shrooms, and musically, I'm very good. You know
right,
what
like
I'm
you would
saying?
start seeing
They was like,
the
yo,
music.
you would be like crazy off shrooms.
Yeah.
Musically, I'm like,
There's only been one time where I took shrooms and I was like tripping balls, and I took them at my house.
you was tripping balls.
I
Like,
was
What
tripping.
was you doing?
So I was with like one of my best friends, and we literally just laid in my bed for like 8 hours, and no, not even 8 hours. That's very dramatic.
There's no way to know how long you've been there.
It
though.
was like probably like we slept there, so we ended up falling asleep. But like we took them at like maybe like 8 o'clock or so. But we just like laid in my bed for a couple hours with literally no music, nothing, no TV, no nothing, and we were just talking, just vibing out.
What I used to do, I haven't done this since high school. I used to put on Freebird and lay in bed and eat gummy bears, and everyone's a new experience, like the bite, the flavor, the color.
Were you on shrooms?
Yeah, I wasn't just. I read the whole story is about me.
I wasn't sure because I wasn't sure if you did them.
Yes, I said I did them in high school. The last time I did them.
In high school, you need to do them again.
I don't think so.
No, I feel like some people, if they've had like a really bad experience on them, it's like.
I haven't had a bad experience. I just don't.
That's what I'm scared of. I don't want to have my first experience be just like a horrible joint.
Well, when that night that I like actually tripped, at one point there, I was like, not scared, but I was just like, this is gonna end, right? Like, at some
It
point.
takes a while. It's a long like. It's not. You don't feel hungover like with alcohol, but you do feel like a haze that's with you for like a day or two.
Well, yeah, after for sure, and yeah, you can be poopy. Like,
Yeah.
it's not cute.
what?
Like shrooms like can make you poop.
Yeah. See, I know that. I don't want it. I want to, but I don't. Yeah, I mean, they
I
told me
feel
not to
like
look in the
it'll,
mirror.
Well, I've done that before.
What happened?
When I'm just like microdosing, and like it's funny. So I work at a med spa too, and I got like filler under my eyes this one time, and that night I took not a ton, just a little, and I went and I looked at Christmas lights with my friends. We went on this like Philly trolley tour, and we went all around the city and looked at lights, microdosed on mushrooms, and I got to this bar after, and I looked in the mirror, and I was like, my whole face, I was like, is my face like filled? Like, which it is in some ways, but I was like tripping out, freaked out, like, holy shit, I can see it. And it's like, no, babe, you can't. You're just on mushrooms.
See, that's what he was saying. We was at a bar, and he was like, yo, the shit I could see everything coming through the TV. I'm eating. Shut the fuck up. I mean, I'm just get this shots in Henny, man. But I noticed that, like, my homies, when we in the studio, when they on shrooms, we'll be locked in, focused on something, and then all of them at different times go back and sit on the couch and just be like, yo.
just like enjoy themselves.
Yeah, but they start falling asleep and shit. And
That's like the worst. Sometimes
what
I'll
the
do mushrooms
fuck?
with my friends and they'll fall asleep, and then I'm just like,
what was the point?
so I'm just tripping in my room by myself. But sure.
Yeah, mushrooms are crazy. I'm gonna try it one day. I think I'm gonna try it when I get rich.
The
Then I ain't
first
got
time
shit to
I ever
lose.
did mushrooms, I did them in LA with my girlfriend and her boyfriend, and like they're the coolest couple ever. And so like that was nice to just be like around a couple that is like not toxic. One. And two, have you guys ever heard of the Luminescent Waves? It's like every, I don't know how many years, there is like an algae that gets pulled up from the bottom of the ocean, I think, and it comes to the, like, where the land meets the water, and the waves turn like electric blue at night.
Where's this at?
In LA.
Oh, no, I haven't heard that.
So, but I'm sure it happens like probably all over the world in some ways, but literally the plankton or whatever that is coming up is like, it looks like neon lights in the ocean. So it's like so cool. So we took them and we went to the ocean at night and we just danced at the ocean for like 4 hours. It was awesome. That was the first time I ever did them. And then I did them again one time with them when we went to the beach. And then interestingly enough, like last year I did this hypnotherapy and the woman like counted me down to like my most, like where I was when I guess felt like most blissful or like at peace. And I ended up like waking up in my hypnotherapy session at the beach the day that I did the shrooms with them, like years prior. And I was like, wow, I didn't realize like I was that happy and like okay in that moment, that my subconscious would bring me back to this place years later. But sure.
Shrooms made you the happiest that you've ever been.
I get really happy on them. It was funny because
I should have bought them. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have.
It would have been crazy to have you guys here on shrooms. I would have been like, all right, guys, let's all relax.
My girlfriend tried them for the first time the other day, and she was being so giggly. And, like, she was like, there were these rocks on the hike that had moss on them, and she's like, basically like fingering the moss, and she's like, I don't think that they're working. I'm like, babe, you are fingering moss right now.
So this is the person that's helping you. Okay. So what's coming out of this is don't do drugs, kids. Because you might finger some moss in the woods.
So giggly. I was like, you look so like.
See, now I ain't gonna lie. I remember now all shrooms. I do want to like. You mean I have intercourse off liquor and weed. I do want to try it off.
I've
shrooms.
never done that.
I tried, and then it didn't.
Try because I want to see
happen.
like what's the.
It can go one of two ways. I've heard stories.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So what was the story?
Sometimes I like from what I've heard, it's like a great thing, and then other times it's like weird because it's like you're seeing things that. Well, not every time, but like there are times that you're seeing things for not what they are, or like maybe, I don't fucking know, maybe we're seeing things for not what they are right now while we're sober, and then you put like your like mushroom lens on and then you see things for how they are. I'm not sure.
Funny you say that. Some girl I know I used to talk to, but we like cool now. So like we was busting it up. I was at her crib, we busting it up. We was talking about the dude she deal with, and she was like, they did shrooms, and she was like, oh my God, it was like the worst shit ever. She was like, after we did him, and I looked at him, he was like red. He was the devil. Like he had horns.
Yes.
He had this.
That's
I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. Like you can, because I think a lot of times we trick ourselves into seeing things that aren't there for comfort or like attention. You know, like you have this person in your life, maybe for example with this girl, it's like she's dating this guy, like she probably knows like subconsciously like he's not it, but like it's comfortable, it's easy, it's accessible, so it's like she's like maybe like allowing him to be around her, and then it's like you take mushrooms and then you're seeing shit for like more or less what it is, and it's like, no, this ain't it. Like
we went on a pretty long shroom tangent there.
sorry. I'm
fucking interested. I don't give a fuck.
When I was on shrooms the one time that I was tripping, I was like, my friend, like he was all pink, like, and when I got hit
here.
Yeah, like his skin was pink, his hair was pink, like he just had this like pink aura about him. And when I got hypnotized this one time,
She's a very interesting fucking person. So I got hypnotized.
So the one time when I got hypnotized, this woman brought me to like meet myself, and she had me meet 3 versions of myself. And it was like the first version was like who I am today, and then it was like my intellectual self, and then it was my emotional self. And when I met my emotional self, it was like literally what I was seeing on him when he was on like when we were on shrooms. Like she was like just had this like pink aura, and she was just like so like glowy and
Is that
stuff.
when you dyed your hair pink?
No, I've had pink hair for so long. I've had pink hair for like I feel like 6 years now, to be honest. Like pretty much on and off all the time.
So is that like the last time you were in a relationship, you broke up, you dyed your hair pink?
No, so actually I worked in a salon and we broke up, and I cut all my hair off, and I literally looked
You Britney
like
Spears'd it?
Kate plus 8.
Is this like a Britney Spears thing where you buzz your
No,
head?
you don't know. You don't remember Kate plus 8? She had like the "Can I talk to the manager" haircut.
Oh,
I was like 21 years old with
Can I
a.
talk to the manager? What's that?
a
You
Karen.
never yeah, like a Karen. Mm-hmm.
Why'd you do that's a weird way to go.
It wasn't my idea. Like I was like, let's cut my hair, and I was like, oh, I'm single. Let's cut my hair, and they were like, okay. And then next thing I know, there were scissors at the nape of my neck, and I had a fucking pixie haircut. I was like, that's not what I meant. And they're like, oh, your face is so round. It looks better this way. I'm like 21 years old looking like a mother of
You don't mind me
8.
asking, how old are you now?
You want to guess? I feel like you should guess, because I think people guess younger.
28.
I just turned 28.
Hey, I'm so yeah, I'm special, man. I am. I can't lie to you.
Like a lot of people think I'm younger, and I'm like, no, babe. But I feel like I've done a lot. Like
No, talking to you though, like
Right.
But that's me too though. Like if I just walk into somewhere, I get carded everywhere. Everybody think I'm 22 or so, and then when I talk, they be like, oh nah, never mind.
Right.
He's not a kid.
Yeah, I'm like, just because I have pink hair doesn't mean I'm 23 years old. Okay, like
Well, I got plotted on by some cougars last night. Now that I think about it, last night was a good night. Now that I'm thinking about it, hell yeah. They was like,
did they catch you?
They was calling me a tenderoni and everything.
A tenderoni?
Yeah, they was like this little young tenderoni.
What does that
little
mean?
Cute ass. How old are you?
honestly,
23.
younger guys are where it's at, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
Wait, how old is young and how old's old to you? Like how old's the youngest guy that you would sleep with right now, and how old's too old? Let's just say you're setting up your Tinder profile.
Oh, my
what are you setting your parameters?
It's like it's literally like 22 to like 60. I don't care.
You would just have sex with anybody?
No, not sex. But I am always like, who am I to like put a box around what like who might be a good person for me?
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm glad we're on this topic. Younger girls under 25. I don't like girls under 25. How old do you think I am?
Like 31 maybe?
Yeah, she's on point.
How old do you think I am?
60.
I want to see what she says about me now.
I feel like you're probably like 32 or 33.
I am 30. What month is it? 30. What month is
We're
it?
the
Actually?
same age, bro.
31. I'm still 31 today. April. My birthday's in September.
Oh, I'm like,
Oh, I was going to ask you to
fuck
guess
you
my
had to-
sign. I gave it away.
How the fuck?
What?
Well, we all know you a Virgo, bro.
What does that even mean to anyone?
oh, are you?
Yes, I don't like Virgos.
One of my girlfriends is a Virgo. And
Virgos-
she is such a fucking Virgo. I'm always
Yeah.
like,
What does that
Oh
mean?
my
All right, no,
God,
stop.
bro.
I want to know what it
Virgos
means.
and Capricorns are the
Yo,
same
I'm
What
motherfucker.
does it mean?
Chill out. Virgos have a tendency to be like very structured. Like you have your ways. Like you like things to be in like a
Fine, no notes.
special order. Yeah, he
No, real
has
shit.
notes. Like
It's like
you
how
have
I
a
look at it.
standard. And
Yeah,
you
it's like
it's your bare minimum. And if like we don't meet it, it's an issue.
yeah, exactly. That them and Capricorns are like the same
And that's
people.
fine.
You know what I'm saying?
I actually really appreciate my one girlfriend is a Virgo, and her and I are pretty close. And I'm a Pisces and she's a Virgo, so like on the wheel, like we are polar opposites. We're directly across from each other. And there will be times where I'm like, I want to punch you straight in your face right now. So I'm going to walk away from you, and then we'll give it ourselves 30 minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about things. And like, I'll be like, you're being
I just hate
real
that it's
high
their way or
strung.
no way. Like it's like, damn, we can't compromise at all.
It it can be like that.
Motherfucker, see, I'm an Aquarius.
We just went on a 20-minute true
You don't
conversation.
like Aquarius?
Nah, I do like Aquarius.
See, I'm an Aquarius, and we the best sign.
That
ever
means you can
was
swim really
invented,
well.
You know what I'm saying? You said,
That means you can swim really well.
I can't swim.
Actually, just
in
so
water.
everyone is aware, Aquarius is not a water sign.
Thank you.
It's an air sign.
Everybody knows that. Jesus.
They see the waves.
They see the
you know
fucking
what I'm saying?
pour, and it's
You know what
like,
I'm
no,
saying? I can't
babe.
swim at all. Like, you know what I mean? I could swim to survive. I can't swim for fun.
See, I'm like literally a fish.
Yeah.
Like I have friends that will like let me come to their house to take a bath in their, because I'm just like, dude.
Are they watching?
No. One of my friends, he just got this sick ass house, and there's like this nice jacuzzi tub, and I was like, dude, you should like Airbnb your tub, and he's like, dude, if you want to come take a bath, just say that. I'm like, I do.
This is.
I know, I'm so weird.
No, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Because my one homie, he a Pisces.
And he comes over to your house to take a bath.
Thomas.
He comes over to take a bath.
Thomas, when he comes here, he stays at my house.
So he does
and he walks around all the time with a robe on. Like he'll be in Target with a fucking robe on. Like he was
does
just
what
on
he wants.
Instagram, right? In the woods, starting fires, rapping. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Then he was
Please
in a
be careful with
jacuzzi.
fire in the wood.
He was in a jacuzzi with a glove on,
Shrooms are fine
smoking
in the
weed. I say, yeah, this dude is different. You know what I'm saying? But it's my bro. I love you to death. You know what I mean? He's different. Oh, but no, man, fuck that. You got me fucked up. Younger girls.
Oh yeah.
The energy, I love it.
You love their energy?
Fucking hate him.
I love their energy. I'm gonna put it like this. I don't want to be a pig or anything. I love their energy sexually.
Okay, that's why I think younger men are great.
Yo, I
What are
love
you trying
their
to say?
energy
They're
sexually.
just
No,
ready
we're done.
to. They're ready to please. Like they're eager. They want to have fun. They're
Yeah,
limber.
yo,
They have
real
good
shit.
agility.
Yeah, and
Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie, younger girls are fun, but it's the after. It's like, all right,
Oh yeah.
now you're
phone-
annoying the shit out of me.
Exactly.
Get the fuck out, man. Go home, man. Go home, man. Is you on a Capri Sun?
They're called Dalmatians. They're happy about everything, but they're fucking stupid.
Nah, it gets annoying though, like with the younger girls. But the older people, older women and shit, you know what I'm saying? They like Virgos. Everybody it's their way or no way. All right, well, fuck your old ass.
I think you guys are putting me in a box just because of the month I was born, and this is bullshit.
You know what I mean? Blame your parents.
Don't
They
blame
shoulda
me.
had
Blame
sex.
your parents.
Should have had sex. They should have made you an Aquarius.
I wonder what your guys' other signs are.
So mine's is in. Actually, I ain't even gonna lie. While I was sitting here, I was texting Nina. So she about to come up and she gonna read some cards for me because I said I'm going through some shit. She was like, all right, I'm gonna.
Oh, that should be.
I love
we can do that
that.
behind the scenes kind of shit.
Yeah, no, she's about to come up. So
Hey, so you've talked about how you don't drink anymore on your podcast. After you slept with someone that you said you would never sleep with again. You also said that you had two people that you were in love with your whole life. Is one of these people?
That's a lie. I don't know when I said that.
Is this?
I love everybody. I literally.
I said
fall
in love with. Not, you could love everybody,
Okay.
but in love in the traditional
I
sense.
tricked myself into being in love with people though.
Is this one of the people that you slept with
Worse.
that you didn't want to sleep with again?
No.
So somebody else.
Yeah.
The-
So like I think what I'm saying when I said I've been in love with basically, so in high school I had like my first ever boyfriend, like real life boy. So I had a boyfriend in like 8th grade and like I was literally scared to kiss him. Like I was like, oh my god. But I really liked him, but like
Wait, when was your first kiss?
I feel like maybe oh my god, it was actually Spin the Bottle and it was in I think 7th grade or 8th grade. 7th or 8th grade. Yeah.
He was already doing butt stuff at that point. With girls. That's fucking
this motherfucker,
With girls.
he's crazy.
their butts.
Hold on, man.
He's like, wait,
I was a late bloomer, I feel like.
me too.
honestly.
I didn't have sex until after high school.
Yeah.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
Yo, what
Hey,
the fuck
hey!
are you doing?
Virgos, bro. Virgins
Yeah,
until high
man,
school.
He was fucking beating his dick. He probably pulled that shit off.
So I don't know. I think I was in my junior year. Like I don't know. I feel like obviously we get the programming from our parents initially. So like my mom is very conservative. Like safe sex for marriage, sex is for making babies, sex is for love. Like that was the dialogue that I often had growing up. And then, like, I didn't even know women came until I was, I had been having sex, unbeknownst to me, missing, like, anything pretty much at the end. Like, the third person I had sex with was my first boyfriend. And he was, like, eventually, like, what's good with you? And I'm like, what do you mean? And he was a lot older than I was. And he was like, so what you were saying earlier about the girls that are younger, like, being... they're eager to please because it's like an older guy. It was that whole dynamic. And he would be like, you like, what's good at the end? Like, when do you finish? I'm like, yeah, we finished. It was great. And he's like, no, like when do you finish? Like, how can I help you finish? I'm like, what does that mean?
It took me a while to even like.
I had no fucking idea.
Figure that out. It took me a minute to even eat pussy.
I'm like, I had no clue that I was supposed to be like, I was like, it feels great. I like it. And I didn't come for years. Like, literally. It's a sin.
At what age did you lose your virginity and what age did you come?
I came like last week. Like, not even kidding. No, that's dramatic. But like, for real, in the past like couple years.
Yo, that's crazy.
In the past couple years. And it's because I had like such, like, deep down, I feel like I was taught like sex is like not like a good thing, really. You know what I mean? Like,
you know, some people out here that don't like sex.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
That's wild.
Like, can't relate, but
I met women like that. I mean,
that shit nutty.
Yeah.
Like, could you be in a relationship with somebody that don't like sex?
No, I feel like sex in relationships too is like such a thing. Like, you know, if like you like to have sex 5 to 7 times a week and your partner likes to have sex like 2 times a week, like,
it's gonna be an issue.
It's gonna be an issue.
You gotta compromise. All right, we gotta bring. If you only like 2 and I like 7, we gotta 6.
Someone else. What?
We gotta be 6. We gotta compromise at 6.
Oh, I'm like, you can have sex with someone else.
Could you imagine?
But then I wouldn't want to be with it. You know what I mean? Like, if I gotta go out and explore this avenue, like I deal with people, like, I can't be with nobody that don't like to have sex. And when I say that, I mean, don't be a pillow princess. Don't.
I found out what a pillow princess it was the first time I hooked up with a girl.
Yeah, and she just laid there.
No, I did.
You just laid there. Oh, okay.
She said, you gonna do anything?
Literally, I was like telling my girlfriend, I'm like, so this is what happened. And my girlfriend was a lesbian. She's like, you're a fucking pillow princess. And I was like, I love that. What is that? That's such a cute name.
For the people that don't know what that means, what does it mean?
It just means that you
just
like
lay
lay there.
You don't do nothing. Like, you got to take off the clothes. You got to.
I was like stunned though. Like, it was like my first time with a girl. So I was just like literally like, holy shit. What's happening right now?
Is it better than being with guys? Which one's better?
They're like different.
Yeah, I heard girls can kind of what I heard, girls can kind of please a girl quicker than a guy can. On especially like when you was talking about like coming and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a girl knows a girl's spot more than we do now.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, said. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I mean, yeah. I kill it. You know what I'm saying?
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know, man.
So could you imagine yourself in a relationship now?
Yeah, I would love to be in a relationship, I think.
What would a guy have to do if he was serious about dating you to get you in a relationship?
I don't fucking know, honestly. It's like I would love to be like that, and then I have this conversation in my head all the time. Like, I do whatever I want all the time.
Facts. Yo, I'm with you. I come on here and say the same thing. Don't I? I was like, yo, I want a girlfriend.
Like, I really just want someone I can like snug up with, and we can like do weird things, and like.
Then leave me the fuck alone.
And then but I want to do whatever I want to do.
Doesn't work
I don't
like
know. I think it can.
Black
you gotta
man,
find like no real shit, because you gotta find people like that. Like, I'm the same way. Like, I like to come and go as I please. I like to do whatever the fuck I want. I like to leave. I like to come home when I feel like it. I don't need you on my back.
Fuck.
What's going on?
No, you guys are gonna crack up because stop it right now.
So the next game, or this is
Oh shit!
this is the first time that we've seen this game with the new co-host. I played this once before. The name is, hold on, I have to find.
Wait, you guys are gonna crack up. So for the longest time, Bumble and Hinge and Tinder should have paid me. I should have been a sponsored athlete, like, for sure. And
Is Bumble popping?
No, none of them are.
Hey, Bumble's the best one. I've had my girlfriend on there, so Bumble's the best one. She'll be a
Bumble's
sponsor.
That's an easy one.
What?
A Bumble sponsorship.
I'm not a girl, and I don't have pink hair.
No.
My name on here is Mr. Everybody because I look like everybody. Nobody wants to sponsor a guy that looks like everybody else.
I disagree. So, but there's this guy he's like tried to like give me like a rose on Hinge or like give me a like, whatever. Like a lot of times. And I'll like match with people, but I'm not answering you. But before, when I had like a lower self-esteem when I was younger, like I would like literally like charter a jet to go see someone. If they were like, come here right now, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm on my way. Now I'm just like, oh, he's cute. He thinks I'm cute. Cool. And then that's it. I'm not answering you now. But yesterday I was at work and there's this guy, so I'm bottle serving and I have no pants on. And so I'm like at this table and I have the bottle, whatever. And there's this guy that at the table and I'm like, dude, why does he look so familiar? Like this guy looks really familiar. And I just don't really, I'm like, I can't put my finger on it. And then as the day goes on, I'm like, oh my God. I'm going to give him a different name, actually.
Yeah, you give him a nickname.
I'm like, oh my God, that's Ted. Like, from Hinge.
That's
like, that's Ted. So, like, perfect.
You give him a serial killer name. But go on.
Wait, hold. That's my name, bro.
Is
My name
it?
is Theodore.
Oh, okay. So, yeah. Okay. So, I'm like, that's Ted. So, I go up to him and I was like, are you Ted? And he's like, yeah. And yes, I have tried to, like, match with you probably 37 times, like, on every app. And he's like, so don't come over here flexing on me. And I was like, I'm not flexing on you. I was like, I thought that you looked familiar. And like, he just like played me kind of. And I was like, holy shit. Like he's hurt. Like, I was like, what the fuck? So I got frazzled and I like walked away. And then he was like by the bar by himself for a second. And I walked back up to him and I was like, that was like an anti-flex actually, because you tried to holler at me and I didn't like acknowledge it. And now I'm seeing you in person and I'm trying to holler at you. So like, fuck you, basically. Like, don't play me. And he's like, nah, like it's whatever, da 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 da. And so I was like, what's your Instagram? And he's like, why don't I get your phone number like an adult? And I was like, okay, then get my phone number then. Like, I don't know. I was like,
is this guy like really good looking or are you just scared of everybody?
I'm like, why is he playing me like this right now? So I got his Instagram and then he's like looking at me up and down and I started getting like frazzle dazzled. So I was like, I started walking backwards and I tripped over a trash can. I was like, fuck you. And like, I like just disappeared. And then I had like a DM from him and he's like, he sent me his phone number and he's like, so now we're texting. But I was like, dude, that was just so hard.
Can I tell you not to ever meet up with this guy just because of all the things you just said? But the name of the game...
We're bumbling.
...is Let's Get Ready to Bumble! What's going to happen is I'm going to show you some different profiles that we have picked from guys. Well, I have picked from somebody that's been on the show before. They sent me these in. From real profiles in the immediate area where you can actually meet these guys.
Well, shout out to the camera because Justin just said, fuck Theo. He don't have to see the TV at all.
Well, you can see this, man. Don't worry.
You don't want to so far. Living the dream.
This is Brian, currently living a dream with... Oh, shit, I can't see it either. With Wawa.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, you read it as Brian. No, don't move the camera. It'll make it so much a pain in the ass. Oh, there you go. Perfect.
Wow.
Hey, there we go.
Handsome and smart. Wow.
So this is Brian, 39, lead CSA at Wawa, currently living the dream with Wawa. I currently am unable to drive due to a medical reason. In case you were wondering, it's seizures. I'm a nerd and I like nerdy things, but also have about 26 tattoos. I'm also a sarcastic ass with a heart of gold. LOL.
LOL.
So what do you think about Brian?
He's living a dream.
I love that for him. I do love that for him. But I'm probably gonna swipe left.
What does that mean? I love that for him.
That's the new saying in Philly for the girls.
No, well, honestly, I started in LA for me, but I really just like, you know how people be like, hate to see it? Mm-hmm. Why are we talking about it then? Mm-hmm. So I'll just pick the opposite and I'll be like, love to see it.
Love to see it. Well, people say that a lot.
I like to give it like where your focus is, your energy goes to. Mm-hmm. So I just focus on things that I love for people because you can.
So you got to give Brian a 1 to 10. Like, what's your number for him?
You're gonna make me rate him.
Nobody knows what he looks like. Nobody's gonna see his face. So this is just.
Oh, okay. 10.
You're gonna give again. You're gonna see more guys here. There could be a possible better suitor.
All right. 7.
Brian's a 7.
Let me set up my Bumble account.
Number 2 is Joey, 30. Life is good. I am a mama's boy. Work hard. Live life one day at a time. Beach vibes. I mean, this guy.
How do people pitch shit like that though? Like,
Bruh.
I'm a mama's boy.
Are you swiping? What is it? Right?
It's
if you like
left
him?
for this one also.
Is that a bad thing or a good?
Yeah, left is.
Well, he likes
no.
concerts. And
Well, what's his
clubs
number, though?
and bars.
I'm just gonna give him a 7 too.
You have to pick. You're gonna run out of guys soon, and then you're gonna have to go in a 4-way with a bunch of guys.
Wait, I said left though still.
But none of these are gonna be amazing guys. If you haven't seen the show, none of these are gonna be people that you actually want to see.
So you're gonna make me talk shit is basically what we're getting at. All right, go ahead. I'm giving him a 3.
Okay.
Fuck.
This is
He cool.
okay.
As shit.
Now wait. Describe what he looks like. Actually, we got to go back
Yo,
to.
he's cool as shit though. I ain't gonna lie. I like this.
This is
stance,
Matt.
man.
He is 32. I want to die. I'm seriously just trying to find someone that makes me want to die less.
That's sad.
He's interested
I feel
in
bad.
festivals,
but he
bars.
cool as shit.
He's got a
I feel
motorcycle.
Like he definitely has. There's definitely someone for him.
So what do you think about? I mean, what's his? But is that
It's not
something?
you, huh?
It isn't me.
Is that something that attracts you to men if they come and say, "I want to die"?
No, I'm like very hard. Like, I feel like dating me would be very difficult. Like, Nugget always says this. He's like, you need to date a girl because guys don't think the way that you think. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like men like to talk shit. Like, guys, you know how guys will flirt with you, and be like, they'll talk shit at you or like be like
That's some Aquarius shit.
dude, it is my ex all the time.
That's some Aquarius shit. Oh,
See
she's
the next
comfortable.
one.
She's flexing hard. Like, I ain't even put my.
She's
feet up
over
on the
here
table.
lording over these
Shit.
men who are putting their hearts out there. How dare you?
No, I hate when people complain and I hate when people are like sarcastic and self-deprecating. So like it's hard. Like dating is definitely hard for me, especially men, because I feel like men love that shit.
Not talking shit.
Yeah.
You've talked shit before in your life. There's
I
no way
talk
you haven't.
shit. No, I definitely talk shit, but like I don't like when guys are like I don't know. I just
Yeah, give me an example. I need to know.
Like Nugget, he's a fucking terrible person.
no. I think it's like I can't even think of an
Like I see
option.
shit like, sup, little butt.
Yeah, like I would be like I'd prefer you to be like, damn, that thing growing. Like, can't we go the opposite way?
But that'll come like on a weekly basis. I'm like, yo, what you doing, little butt?
Okay,
I'm
that
texting,
one's not
but
that
then
bad. But like this one guy used
if
to
I
call
see
me
you, like,
dork all the
"Dad,
time.
look at that thing.
I'm like, just call me baby. Like, what is the fucking issue? Like, why?
Or like
Is that your
chump,
go-to? Is that your favorite
That's
thing
my
to be?
favorite.
Like chump.
Chump?
Chump is not that
I like
terrible,
chump.
but
Some sport?
like sport.
Girls are like when I call them kid. Like, what up, kid? Yo, shorty.
kid?
What's up, shorty?
Shorty's fine. I'm just like, why? Like, why?
All right. Oh wait, we didn't give a rank to Matt. What's his number?
Matt gets an 8 because he has BDE.
Oh, BDE, big dick energy. Even though you just said you would not want to date him, suddenly you would like to have sex with him before he kills himself.
How does big dick energy mean that I want to have sex with him?
Because you gave him an 8. We're going 1 to 10. So far, he's the highest one.
No, this guy's looking good.
Okay, my 32nd birthday gift to myself was a vasectomy.
Okay,
While a
buddy.
red flag for a lot of people, I know that will be a huge green flag for the right person. What do you think about guys with vasectomies? He has glasses, by the way, and it looks like there's a dog in this picture. I can't see all of it.
Selfish.
Okay.
Call him selfish.
I'm not going to call him selfish, but like, if you want cream pies, just say that.
You say he...
Said green flag for the right person. Bro. Am I right or am I wrong? Like, just say that. Just say what you want.
All right, what are you giving him for a number?
I'm giving him a 9 because that was bold.
So far, Timmy is important. Next one.
Oof. I love this guy.
Do you even see it? All right.
He won me with the simp card.
Okay, well,
I actually want someone to. Can we make that for me?
a SIM card for you?
Yeah, what is that? Like a Yu-Gi-Oh
I
card?
seen on my mom's fridge.
So Christopher's profile, I'll know it's time to delete Hinge when my wife finds out.
I love this nigga.
Okay.
And he got my name. My
He
middle
lost
name.
me there. He lost me there.
I love this nigga.
So wait, what's
Yeah.
I hope that's a joke.
is that a red flag for you?
I just hope he's kidding.
So
I just like what you say. He's bold. No, the other dude
This
is
guy's
bold.
bold
He's
too.
bold as fuck.
No, but I love the simp card.
So is Christopher your choice? Is he a 10?
Yeah, I think he is.
What if he actually has a wife though?
We're gonna have an issue.
Meaning like you're gonna have sex with him and then deal with it later, or
No. It means I'm gonna. It
You
means I'm
invite the
gonna block
wife.
him.
Oh.
Maybe.
What if the wife's into it?
Maybe. That's a good question. I shouldn't assume.
Well, that was Let's Get Ready to Bumble, and that was I haven't played that game in a long time.
That guy wins.
Because
guy
of the SIM
wins.
card. So what's something that a guy can do on his dating profile that will immediately get you to swipe right or
Oh,
talk
that's a
back?
good one. I like if you have like nature pictures. I like that. I love like entrepreneurs. I like people who have like
Yeah, I hate people
dreamer
with jobs.
spirits. Like
You hate people with what?
I want you to be like a dreamer. Like I want you to be excited about things and that kind of stuff. So if you have like that you're a small business owner, or if you're just a big business owner, what is the difference?
Money, probably.
I just feel like we're putting ourselves in a box actually with the small business owner.
But you could call me as a Virgo, whatever you want, and it's okay because the sun was risen to somewhere in the sky or some shit.
Burgers. That was more him.
Damn, snitch. She's a snitch. She
I've
can
been
have
offended
shirt
the whole
back
time
now.
I've been here.
You know what I'm saying? Kaj, you're a Virgo. I like this shirt, man. I gotta put it out. You mean? Let me show her.
So what is like? Do you have like
It's my color.
what's it called? Like a not a logo, like a
Compliments my eyes.
like a saying that you like for the company? Like, is there like a
There's a couple.
what? So people that are listening, what's my hat say?
Your hat is a smiley face, and the smile says "Impossible isn't real."
My girlfriend loves it, by the way. And what's that one say?
That one says "Create over compete."
That's very similar to Theo has a kind of similar thing with his logo where it's we over me because he has like
Oh yeah,
Yeah, we over me. Yeah.
less me, more us. Or yeah,
We over fucking me. It's so many
It's
brands
true.
with
you guys are the
mind
same.
of my own.
You guys are the same
you know.
people.
well, my moon is an Aquarius.
See, let me see. My moon, I'm looking at it right now, and it's a Leo.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Sunshine is Aquarius, yo.
Well, I feel like that's like I feel like Leos are like
Self-centered.
suave,
But they a little
like,
self-centered. I ain't
This is
self-centered
crazy.
like that.
All the
confident.
so wait, how if you're so you're meeting a guy on Tinder or whatever you're meeting him on? How soon into the conversation does you're a via?
This actually happened the other day. I rarely give my number out anymore on Hinge, but I did match with this one guy and I did give him my number. And we were texting and he was like just bringing up different topics that he thought that we could talk about. And he was like, okay, like let's talk about astrology. It was like the third day that we were texting. And I was like, you know what? Actually, I would like to not bring this up right now. And he's like, why? And I was like, because I don't know what you are, and like I'm okay with that right now. Like I actually
sometimes
don't want to know.
You can get caught up in that.
Yeah, like
and
I'm
start-
just like I have like pre
Your perception of this
notions
motherfucker
of
be
you.
different,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I don't need to do all
You
that.
be like, yeah, that is some Virgo shit.
like Sagittarius men are like
Motherfuckers.
Sagittarius
We're
men are
strong.
not
We're
my
beautiful.
thing.
Why?
Like-
Tell me why.
They're just not. Every time I've dealt with a man that's like a fucking menace, for me, it ends up being a Sagittarius
Like,
man.
no, tell me, dig into that more. I want to know. I want to know about the Sagittarius people.
So,
Anyone
well,
need a Vizzy before I get up?
Yeah, give me a visit.
do you have another wooder?
Yeah, not a Fiji.
We don't got Fiji. We,
Whatever.
We not like.
I don't discriminate.
You know what
Okay.
I'm saying? That's good to know.
Yeah, Sagittarius man just like aren't it for me.
I just think Sagittarius is, or damn, I'm in astrology shit, but I think Sagittarius is, they just they be all over the place a little bit. They don't know exactly
I like
what they want.
women, like Sagittarius women are very cool to me. Like a lot of them,
Only.
they're just cool. Like, you know, like a cool girl.
Yeah, I know
They
what
have
you're talking about.
that energy,
Yeah,
which I like. But
know
men,
one.
I'm like, no.
I only know one
Thank you.
Sagittarius woman.
Really?
And she was one of the younger ones.
One of the younger ones.
I'm like, I'm old, man. After
Chill
11
the fuck
o'clock, it's
out,
all, yeah.
man.
If it happens after 11, it's only one time. So don't wake me up again.
After 8 o'clock, I'm probably not gonna have
hate
sex.
you. Really?
It's too late. What are we doing awake?
Dude, that
You wilding the fuck up.
me the other night, it was like 5:30. It was 7 a.m.
Yeah, like, yeah. See, now.
Now, if you're talking about waking up, in the middle of the night for sex, that's fine. But I'm not staying up.
That's the best.
That's fine with me.
That
Like,
is,
wake
like,
me
the-
up,
the
jerking
best.
off,
It's
sucking
like
off,
you
whatever
wake
you're doing.
up.
Yeah, whoa, what the fuck
But
is
if we're
going on?
if we're up late, I want to get to sleep. And if you wake up to pee and then you're like, you know what, I'm horny, that's fine. I like that.
No, you're
Right.
not.
The midnight rape stuff, that's cool.
As a
Oh my
as a
God.
man, you can't go pee before you fuck. You gotta wait.
You see my
Really?
if I wake up my current.
Wait, like, can you get a boner if you have to
if
pee?
you wake up, you know how you got the morning wood.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you go
no, but
pee,
yeah.
if you go pee,
Totally.
the wood is gone.
Oh, interesting.
Say you go pee, the wood is gone. So
Really? Is that for
Yeah.
everyone?
Yeah, yeah, for the most part, I can get it.
If
you can get it back and everything, but you do lose like in some. Like if you say I wake up, I might be horny, but I got to go pee, so I'm gonna go pee, and then by the time I get back, I'm like she's asleep too. I'm just gonna go to sleep.
yeah, I ain't going. I'm waking your ass up.
Wake up.
Yeah, man, that's how I go. though.
Morning sex is my favorite personally.
You're a dude. I think you might be a guy.
No, really.
I get that a lot, to be honest.
Oh,
I'm
morning
like a guy's girl, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think morning sex is the best, actually.
I was like hooking up with this younger kid, and I would like wake him up. I would
Call
like,
him a man.
Yo,
this younger
Say
guy.
daddy.
I do say that sometimes. He is actually a daddy, but anyways, the first time that him and I hooked up, I didn't hook up with him that night, and then the next morning, like I was about to leave, and I just like started instigating, and like we got there, but like he couldn't like end it basically, and he's like later I was like, dude, like, are you good? Like, you know, did you figure out your issue from earlier? Like,
Wait, you're being like vague. What are you saying?
He couldn't finish
Okay,
that early, but I literally woke him up from his dead sleep. Like,
wait, what you mean he couldn't finish?
he didn't come.
How long were you going till you're like?
Well, I had shit to do that day, so that's why I woke up early.
So you set the alarm 10 minutes
It
early.
was probably like 30 minutes or so, maybe.
How long is the
20 or
average
30
sex
minutes.
event for you? Like how long do you like it to last?
Cool.
The other day was very long for me, and
Was it with a girl or a guy?
It was with a guy. But I don't know. It depends. I'm like I love like foreplay.
Mm-hmm.
So like the sex itself probably doesn't last that long. Maybe maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was about to say 10, 15
Yeah.
is cool with me.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
like
I'm saying?
the getting to that point is like a longer thing for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just like to play. I'm like very playful. Like
your face. I'm gonna zoom in on that when you did that. I wish I had a camera over my shoulder. I used to sit there because I get better faces for people, but I wish I had one right here, right at people's faces when they make them happy. Because I always laugh, but nobody's seeing.
Fun. Like I just want it to be like let's just like let's have an activity.
I think that's what it is. It's like that. I like fun. I like don't be a pillow princess. I'll never.
Yeah,
talk
like
to you
we just
again.
want to like.
Now, have you got rid of your pillow princess ways?
That was just the only time I've ever been called a pillow princess, and it was with a girl, and it was I had so at the time, it was during COVID. I was living in LA, and I was like, I think, like, I wasn't having like good luck with men, and so I was like, maybe I like women. Like I really don't know. Like I never.
That's something a guy would never.
By the
do.
way, I'm trying to move to LA by the end of the year.
So you're moving to LA by the end of the year.
I want to.
I want to move to Arizona
Yes.
or Vegas.
Fire.
Yes.
I want to be warm again. I hate being cold. Why the fuck did you move back here?
Dude, because of COVID,
What
my
is this?
bedroom was $1,700. I'm trying to build this brand. I'm spending $1,700 to not even get laid in my bedroom. Like, cut me.
Okay, hold on. First off, you could have gotten laid by just opening your window and whistling out the window.
Ironically, there are
That's
a
how I
lot of
met my
homeless
boyfriend.
people in LA. And one time at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday, this guy got arrested for jerking off outside my window. So be careful with
You had to
that.
get it.
Were you like outside a window? Like
My
you're-
bedroom window.
What were you doing that he was jerking
Sleeping.
off? Oh, he heard you.
You were doing it. What were you wearing? Let's play the victim here.
Literally,
What were you
watching
wearing in
before
your
you went
bed?
to sleep,
Like,
man?
I was like, bruh, like, are you serious? And the cops came and arrested him, and he was like, I'm trying to finish. I'm like, what do you mean? You can't finish right now. You are.
That's
you're
a long-
at my
Tell him
window.
that
That's
he
a
can't
long
finish.
time though. That means somebody had to call the cops, on him. The cops had to get there, and he couldn't have. If you're jerking off outside, you got to do this pretty fast. You can't just wait for it.
Yeah, no.
Like, you got to finish because you're doing something.
I was paying $1,700 for my bedroom, not getting laid in it, and having homeless men jerk off outside the window.
Yeah, I feel for you.
You see what I'm saying?
But you still will take shrooms to go up in the mountains.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, didn't even tell you guys how that ended up going the other day. I
Say
had
the
on
ending.
biker shorts and like
Oh,
it was 5 hours. We did 12 miles.
Where is this place?
Ricketts Glen. It's up in northern PA.
Okay.
And while we were going up the mountain, there's like 21 waterfalls there. It's sick as fuck. Everyone should go there. Follow the fucking trails. I thought I was following the trails. I ended up getting lost. There's still snow up there. I had on a little Fairy Garden windbreaker and biker shorts and my workout sneakers. My socks were like completely drenched by the end of it, but it was like one of those things where I was on mushrooms and I couldn't feel my feet really. So I was just like going, and I'm like, see, like the plant did this to us. Like this happened on purpose. Like this is a perfect example of like life. Like shit just happens and you can't do anything. You just have to get through it, and then it'll be over, pretty much. But yeah, that's what ended up happening on that trip.
So
yes,
are we telling kids to do drugs or not to do drugs? It's a very mixed message here.
I'm telling kids to, do drugs.
Do drugs. I ain't said the
That's what I
Fairy
said.
Garden did.
The thoughts of those at this podcast do not express those of the.
I think that you should experiment. Yes, I do. Okay,
What
so
was
we
that?
can't burp, but you can make gurgling noises?
What was that? Right?
What
That
happened?
was a
I made
much
a
weirder
sound.
noise than what I made.
I made a sound.
You sound like a dolphin taking a fart. So how did you end up living in your friend's living room?
I lived in her dining room, and
Decent.
that was a whole hot mess express.
Was that in L.A. or what?
Hot Mess Express.
It was. So I, at the time, was like living with my then best friend. Her and I moved to LA together, and she just switched up in a lot of ways very quickly, and she basically told me that she was moving back to Philly, and I had like 30 days to like figure out how to pay double rent on my apartment and like function as like a literal single unit there, like 2,500 miles away from like pretty much everyone that I'm used to being able to help me and things like that. But luckily my childhood best friend, she lived in LA at the time too. And she's like, just put all your shit in the dining room and we'll figure it out. And so I did. So I lived there in her dining room, and every night I listen to guided meditations, like to go to sleep, and they're like 8 hours long. So it's like subconscious, like reprogramming basically. And my bedroom was off the kitchen, and the kitchen has like, you know, when it's like the sink is here and then there's like the hole in the wall that goes. So it was like that. And like, I would just be in my bedroom in the dining room with all of my furniture from my entire apartment also in there. And there was already a roommate that was living there, and then it was her and her fiance. And so there were 4 of us, 3 dogs, and I lived in the dining room for a month, but her roommate would always crack up because he's like, I come down here at 3 a.m. and it's like, I am powerful. And I was like, yeah, like if you want the link, I got you. I'll send it to you. But so that's how I lived there. That was interesting, but it ended up working out.
I did that one time.
I was really lucky that she was able to like let me
YouTube play.
Yeah.
All night and shit. But when I woke up, my phone was hot as shit.
Really?
Hot. Like I'm talking hot.
When I go on vacation, I put on the rain
weird.
noises.
Well, there's also this cool trick on your iPhone that I don't think a lot of people know about. If you go into your timer and you like, let's just say you set it for an hour, instead of picking like a noise to go off when the timer is done, at the very bottom, it says stop playing, and it'll turn off all of the sound coming out of your phone.
That's nice.
So it's like sleep
Nice.
mode for YouTube.
Yeah, I need rain. Like at home, I have an air conditioner or a fan all the time. I need like a noise to block it out, to, like block everything out.
Yeah.
When we go on vacation, me and my girl, I put on rain noises or something. I need something constantly. If not, I hear everything. I'm like, I gotta stand up and see what the fuck that noise was. I need all these noises
Right.
blocked out, but I also it's just comfortable.
He's a Virgo.
You know, I'm gonna go pee. I don't need this shit. I don't need it.
He's a motherfucking Virgo.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I listen to them every night. I'm obsessed. And I make my friends do it too sometimes. Where did this just come from? Did you actually pee or was it a facade?
Usually when I pee, there's usually sometimes I pee just to pee.
What you just said. I ain't even gonna lie.
It's like I lied about peeing.
It's a good game.
So that,
Interested to watch this game.
are you good?
Do I get an outfit?
You can put on an outfit if you want. We should get funny hats. All right, so we can wait till Theo gets back. Have you ever seen me in this outfit before?
No.
Do you have any idea what's about to happen?
I feel like maybe like truth or something.
Kind of. It's a game called Plead the Fifth. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask you 5 questions.
Mm-hmm.
During this game, you can plead the fifth once and only once. But if you do...
That was bullshit. I thought you were going to come out in an outfit too.
Oh, hell no.
He talked about...
This right here.
Let's play the theme song and then I'll introduce the game.
Okay.
Please rise. Court is now in session.
Stripped is not guilty. You're the one who's guilty.
Call the first witness. I swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. That's the truth. You set you free.
Then you're just a bunch of lousy, yellow, stinking cowards.
Sir, you're out of order.
Nothing further.
You're right.
I plead the fifth. No, but I can tell you that I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So the name of the game is Plead the Fifth. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask you 5 questions. During this game, you plead the fifth once and only once. But if you do, normally we have somebody take a shot. You don't drink.
I could take a water shot.
Nope. What's going to happen is if you do, you're going to have to text the last person you hooked up with and say, I missed you.
Okay.
No, that's it.
I thought that would be harder.
No, man, you gotta say some other shit. You gotta do something else.
I'm like,
You have to make a post on your social media that Loving Them What is better than the Get Your Life Together podcast.
damn.
Yeah.
Yeah! Fuck yeah! That's a fucking good one.
Damn, bro.
I'm sorry. I got excited. I'm sorry. I get excited.
Some Virgo shit. I'm gonna do that all day. This is the Virgo episode. It's the motherfucking Virgo episode.
Virgo or virgin. So first question. Is there anyone that you are still in love with other than yourself right now? No dog, no family members. In love with.
No. I don't think so.
Second question. Who is the worst DJ at Vesper?
As we come to this conclusion.
This has to be the second question.
It's probably going to get harder. Who knows? That's what she said.
That's what she said.
The worst
DJ at Vesper.
But they're all great. Is this going to get like chopped and screwed? Because like they're all great.
Uh-huh.
But the worst, actually, DJ Snake.
I feel like that was a buyout. Did she just cop out there? That's one of her
I
friends.
ain't even gonna lie to you. Snake might not even work there.
Okay, so who is the real DJ?
That shit up.
Did she just?
Snake, man? She crazy as shit, man.
Should we call it Nugget to confirm?
Man, call up Vesper, man. Who the fuck is
Hey,
Snake?
I want to go with DJ Snakes coming in.
Yeah.
Third question. When is the last time you masturbated in public?
Public? Like, what does that mean? Like, a space that's not my house?
Yeah.
But what if I was, like, by myself in a space that wasn't my house?
Yeah, well, I would
Because
usually...
me and my girlfriend just talked about this the other day. It's actually hilarious that you just said this.
So where is it?
At the gym.
How long ago? And wait, what part of the gym? Hold on.
Going in the gyms?
I'm going to join the gym today.
No, you don't say that.
Oh my God, I can't.
Don't say you're going to join the gym.
Oh, I'm not joining the gym. I'm going to stay away from
trouble
gyms.
for saying some shit like that, man.
So wait, where out of the gym
Yeah,
do you feel
man,
comfortable enough to do this?
which
How
gym
long
y'all
ago
went
was
to?
this? So many questions.
This week.
Planet Fitness?
No, yeah, Planet Fitness.
Oh, shit.
For $15 a month, you can get your nuts off at the gym? That should be their commercial. What do you guys do?
Hey, yo, I'm
Planet
coming to
Fitness,
Planet.
$15 a month. You got girls
Sauna.
jerking
I'm
off in
getting
there.
mine off in the sauna now because I know it's
In the
it's a go.
tanning bed. In the tanning bed.
It's,
Damn, just like after the workout,
It's
you had to
actually
get some
so
more
funny
workout.
that you guys said this because she just asked me this last night. My one girlfriend, she was like, I feel like if I could ask any of my friends, like I feel like if any of my friends would do this, it would be you. And she's like, do you ever like like touch on yourself in the tanning bed. I was like, I literally just did this week. And she was like, me too. I was like, yeah, you feel like a baddie in there.
They are kinky.
So if this
I'm going to the gym.
there's so many things. So you think tanning
With
beds are
some
just full of cum?
Well, you clean them after.
You clean yourself.
I clean my bed after I do it.
Damn, man. I'm gonna start walking around the gym in drawers.
How hot does the bed get? Does it like sizzle when it hits?
No. It's just warm. It's just a warm, bright, like little cocoon, which I'm not supposed to be in a tanning bed, to be honest, obviously, but
Why?
Why?
because it's like really bad for your skin.
Really?
And I work at a med spa, so like my boss, every time I come to the gym or every time I come to work tan, they're like, "Are you fucking kidding?"
How many jobs do you have?
4.
Including your
Yeah.
entrepreneurship. Okay, cool.
By the way, I've changed these questions on the fly.
Oh, that was a good one.
I mean, we've asked that question before, but that wasn't on the list.
That's why I said this is going to be interesting. That was interesting. That was interesting. Right at the joy. I mean, I think the only thing I did is in the car.
If you had
That's
to choose one of your coworkers to die, who would it be?
Sheesh.
Yeah, how cheap. I wouldn't wish death on anyone. And I
You have to choose one. Or
well,
you
then I'm gonna plead the fifth because I feel like I'm a witch and I be saying things and then weird things happen. I'm not
The
saying
girl
that.
that's about to come up here calls herself a witch too.
Yeah, no. I'm like Glinda the Good Witch, but nonetheless, like I say shit and then it happens. So like I'm like not.
So you're
playing.
gonna make the post.
Oh fuck yeah, I can. I don't care.
Yes! Fuck you, Nugget.
Create over compete. Thank you.
Fifth one. Who is the worst person you ever had in bed?
This guy in LA.
I love that you have the opposite side of the country, so you can't do anything about it. Go on.
This guy in LA, we hooked up and it was just like always like mediocre. And then this one time, like after we had sex and I was literally naked in front of him, he's like, it's nice to have a girl that like I can like hold on to. And I was like, did you just call me fat while I'm naked after you just had sex with me?
Wait,
like,
wait.
I wasn't
Why did you
thinking
take
of
that? Yeah, like why did you take that like that?
girls take things weirdest ways.
They be on some
No,
bullshit.
because that's what he was saying. Like in LA, that was like always a thing. Like I was always bigger bodied than everybody else that I was like
You just thick.
with.
I don't think you're thick at all. Maybe it was just like a hip thing.
No, she's thick.
Yeah.
But see,
I
when
have,
you say
like-
thick in my mind,
You stand up for a second. And let the
Well,
world
I like
meet.
to wear really baggy clothes because it's just like mind your fucking business.
I was hyped that you said you wear XL shirts, by the way, because the shirt I brought in was also a baseball tee. I only have like 2 of them left.
Yeah,
Like
I love baseball.
ever.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, she's pretty thick.
I just like I have hips.
Yeah, I don't. But I think thick means different things. Because in my mind, thick means an insult.
Why? See,
Something.
it's
Yeah,
cool.
I'll
We'll
get it
get
back.
that later.
Destroy in the studio, no big deal.
No, look. Let me ask y'all this real
But when
quick.
I was like, I used to be heavier. Like
Okay.
I've been really working out. Like I feel.
Yeah, I need to work out. You see
I'm
this?
coming into summer hot this year. Like everybody better fucking watch out.
You know what I'm saying? You see this, man?
I've lost 10 pounds since the last time Theo saw me.
Once
Really?
I lose these love handles,
Fire.
man, I'm all yours, baby.
Baby.
Theo, 10 pounds since the last time you saw me.
Good job, bro.
See, I did that. I did a general this time. I didn't fucking.
I know.
Sorry, I get excited
Strong
sometimes. I
head.
fucking hit, bro. I fucking bang.
Hitting it.
So you did plead the fifth, which is amazing. I can't wait for the social media post, which is gonna be amazing.
Can I ask y'all a question?
No.
Because y'all Caucasian folks.
Jesus.
Why do always like Caucasian women when they have like if they had like big butts, they be like, I don't know, my butt is too big. Like it used to be a thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Why
That definitely
though?
was.
I don't know because white men like fucking ran the world and wanted like women to just be like made for them, I think, and like that meant be skinny, and like when you're skinny you don't have an ass typically. I mean, granted, now girls can go to like Dr. Oz or whoever and you
Yeah,
can
they
be
getting them
skinny
bodies
with
done crazy,
ass,
man. You
but-
know what? I'm about to go get lipo. Take the gut. You know what I'm saying? Put it on my dick.
I would love to have never had a belly my whole life. That would have been amazing.
Man, it was destined for me.
I mean, like even if I'm skinny, I always I have a little belly.
But I like the gut. I like girls with like a little pudgy pudge.
Yeah, like my little.
grab
I'm
it.
like,
Let
don't
me
grab it.
Why not?
Don't grab it.
Why? I be grabbing. Oh yeah, girls really don't like that.
Don't
Stop
grab
touching
that,
my
yeah.
fat. I like the little fat.
So I noticed you post a lot with your dog, and
I love him.
I fucking love my dog. So what is it like the difference between like a relationship with the boyfriend, like that kind of love, to like the dog? Like, how do you conceptualize how much you love your dog?
No, it's actually funny. This one time recently, I was on shrooms and I was texting Nico because I was like, dude, I had an epiphany. I was like, I know what love is. I finally like understand what love is. And he's like, okay. I'm like, I love him more than I love myself. Like anything that this dog would need, I would do. Like,
Oh, I would kill for my dog any second of the day.
yeah, no, like my dog has ate things multiple times, and I've had to get 3 surgeries over $5,000 through the 7 years that he's been alive.
Damn.
Yeah, I would do anything
And
for my dog.
I'll do it. Like every time I do it.
No, it do be. I watch people with their relationships with the dog. Like we was in the studio one night and Robbie, homie, you ever met ZB?
Yeah.
So ZB came through and shit, and he was just like, I had to come. I got to put my dog down tomorrow. And his whole like, he was like, I'm coming in. He came to the studio just to like man, I got to do that shit tomorrow. But I know a couple of homies like in the music world that had to put their dogs down, and they just be like,
I thought I was going to have to put my dog down in like October, and I was so upset. And I actually called Nico. I was like, this is what the deal is. Like, I brought him to a specialist at Penn because no one could figure it out, like why he kept throwing up and shitting blood like for 3 months. This
He
is
ate metal?
He ate something. It got stuck in his stomach, but they did an ultrasound originally, and they didn't see anything. So it was stuck in there for 3 months, and I was doing like preventative care to like keep him like regular as possible. And then I brought him to a specialist, and then on their ultrasound they found that something was in there. So it was just stuck in there for 3 months. And
doctors ain't shit, by the way.
dude, that shit pissed me off because I spent so much money in those 3 months doing ultrasounds, taking him to the vet, like getting different medications because we're like, it's probably cancer or something at this point. Like, what else could it be? And so I had to put it, like, they were like, okay, we found something on the ultrasound. Here are your options. Get it out or put the dog down.
What kind of dog is it? Little dog?
His name is Zeus. He's a pit bull.
Okay. I don't know why I imagine you had like a little poodle or some shit.
No, he's
The
a
pink hair.
pit bull, and he wears a Cuban link.
What does that mean?
Oh my God, you got money.
Yeah, he's rich.
What's a Cuban link?
I can tell that. We can tell you don't. It's like no.
I know.
Let me see. I'll
Cuban
try
link?
and find
Nirvana.
Nirvana. I
picture
love
of him
Nirvana.
with-
By the way, I'm wearing the most expensive pants I've ever owned in my life right now.
What? How much are they?
I think it's like $60.
I love that for you.
Fucking bitch. I feel like that's an insult right away.
No, he's rich. He's wearing his rich pants right now.
So is this what happens when you hook up with older women?
No, they was just plotting on me. Like, we was outside the little club joint, and they was telling me like, so I knew one of the girls. She ain't that much older than me, but I knew one of the girls. She was with all these old heads, and she was, oh my God, I ain't see you in the man hugging me. I'm like, hey, what's up, man? You know, talking my shit. I'm cool as shit. You know what I mean? Waves flowing. Then her friend said, then the old head was like, oh, his little cute ass, little tenderoni. She's like,
What is a tenderoni?
We could do something to his little ass.
What is a tenderoni?
Do it then, baby. I'm here.
What is a tenderoni?
Me.
What does it mean?
How can I put it?
Means you're
like you a
Aquarius.
young little piece of hot ass or some shit like
I
that.
wonder
for them.
what the actual definition of that is.
It's probably in like the Urban Dictionary. Tenderoni.
Yeah, 'cause you said, what was the word? I can't remember. Oh, no. We had the coach on here. I can't remember the coach's name. Remember the coach, football coach? He used the word, and I never heard it before. You
a
said
younger love interest.
Yeah, so they was calling me young. But she.
Did you find it on Urban Dictionary or Google?
Yourdictionary.com.
Oh, so it might be real.
No bullshit though. Wait, what did you just say? You just said something to me. I was about to answer a question. You just
Sorry.
said something to me. That's okay.
I don't remember now.
Yeah, fuck.
It was about a tenderoni.
No, I was at Tenderoni last night. They was plotting hard as shit
such a
too. You know what I'm
crazy-
saying? Waiting on their ribs. You know what I'm saying? Baby, I'll be in your ribs. Stop.
Oh,
They
my
ordered
God.
ribs at the bar?
Yeah. Oh well, outside. Well, if you go to certain clubs like in the city, you know, sometimes people be outside cooking their own food and selling it and shit.
What's your first date food, by the way? Like, do you have like a food that you eat on a first date?
Well, I don't like. I'm one of them people that don't like fancy restaurants.
Okay.
I rather go to lounges. I rather go to sports bars. Eat that. I get it. a lot of the sports bar food is like finger foods. I get it. I don't like fancy restaurants. It's too boring. The music is slow. We sitting there like this. You taking pictures of your meal. I don't got time for that. Because I'm in the joint like, y'all got chicken fingers? No? All right, give me steak. Fuck it. You know what I mean? I don't like that shit. So I don't have no first date food.
Do you have like a first date food that you eat if you go out on a first date?
Tequila.
No, I'll eat anything.
See, again, I'm not going on another first date for the rest of my life, obviously. So I'm in a very serious relationship. But when I used to go on first dates, I would get something that I could eat where it wouldn't be in my beard and my face and it wouldn't be in my teeth.
See, that's
chicken fingers was normally my go-to.
I hate to keep going back to this, but that's some Virgo shit to think about. No, real shit though.
I know.
It's like it's some shit like, why are you thinking like that to go out on the first date? Like my first date is, I want to know who the girl is. Like fuck what we eating. I need to have a conversation. I ain't gonna lie.
Because the whole time I'm on a first date, I'm hoping this person looks at me and says, I want to have sex with them from the beginning to the end. If I get fucking mac and cheese on my beard or mashed potatoes on my...
You want to hear some crazy though? You want to hear some crazy?
What they're gonna want?
Shit like that is like, if that in you thinking about it, but if that happened in your beard, the person you were with be like, you got something like it.
But it would automatic. Have you ever seen somebody eat something you go, that's disgusting, and I would never...
No, but I know there are definitely
it's
girls
people like
do
that. You know what I'm
saying? For sure.
Virgo people.
And I don't want shit in my teeth, so ribs are that would be the worst thing possible. A burger, if I were to get it on a first date, would be cheese and pickles. Nothing else. No ketchup, no nothing.
You really think too much about that shit, bro.
I mean, I was
single for most of my life,
in
so.
your beard eventually with the girl anyways, right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You be having
the thought is, but if I put mashed potatoes...
What Lil Wayne say? When I lift my top lip, I can still taste you, or I can still smell you. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, I don't get it, man. You think too much. I'm thinking about tequila. I wonder if she drink tequila or Henny.
So is alcohol a turnoff for you then?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes. But like, I don't mind it. Like, if you want to have a drink at dinner, have a drink at dinner. I don't care. But if you're like turn up, like if you're like you binge drink and you like black out and you become like this ugly person, I'm like, ugh.
See, I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a blackout drinker, and that comes from just like I guess like time, but I don't drink as much as I used to.
Well, he and I were talking about it before we started, but like, I feel like intention has so much to do with everything. So it's like, what is your intention when you're drinking?
To have fun, to have a great time.
So you have to black out to have fun.
No, and it's crazy because like I drink so much that like if we drink like 7 shots, I'm probably still functional until we get to like the 10th, and now I'm blacked out. But it's kind of like people that black out kind of don't know their limit, but they know they like to drink.
Right.
And they can drink every day. Like I used to drink every day. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't think I could be with someone that drinks every day.
Yeah,
for
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? Now, drinking the black out every day, no. Like, I was a mailman. I used to come home, pour me a little drink while I eat, you know, and just sip and sip.
Yeah, well, and then there is that. Like, some people, and like that could be also based off of your parents. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, they're Christians and they go to church and they don't do nothing.
Right. Well, I mean, I do have friends. Their parents like loved wine. They had a glass of wine with every night at dinner. So like, they like to have a glass of wine.
That's rich people shit.
It's a mindset.
So is there any like, is there any kind of person you like? Have you hooked up with a black guy before?
Yeah.
Have you hooked up with the Asian guy?
Yep.
Really? Hispanic guy?
Yeah. Well,
black girl?
What race gave you the best sex?
I was gonna get to that. Sex and gender for best sex you ever had. Was it a girl or a guy?
It was a guy. I mean, I prefer men.
Okay, so what race was he?
I can't like think of like the most like. I think he was white, honestly.
Fuck yeah. Congratulations, white guys. We finally did it. Finally on top again. Literally and metaphorically.
Literally and metaphorically. Actually, no. I feel like best sex is usually when the girl's on top.
Okay.
For a girl at least.
Yeah,
I agree.
That shit hurts sometimes.
My current girl, she likes being on top, and she said she did it like with other people, but she likes it with me. And I've never had a girl that was always like more dominant in bed, but when it's way better with her.
Yeah,
so
no,
like
I think you can get to your point easier if you're on top as a female.
No, real shit.
Like just shut up and just lay there for like 5 minutes. And we can be done on my side and whatever you need to do.
I'm kind of like I'm aggressive, so like on top after a while. I gotta take control, even if she's on top. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta take control. Like I can't just sit there and just.
No, you don't. Wait, what if you just have to lay there?
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm laying there.
Oh.
And your body.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have to get the motion though too. Like if she's on top, I have to do something where I feel like Pillow Princess, and I like the choking. You know what I mean? Like I have to do something.
I just feel like you stay there. Stay there.
They say I be sitting there like, all right, this shit hurts a little bit on the pelvis area. You are okay. You know what? I'm gonna take a chill. I'm gonna just grab her cheeks and I go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Now I gotta get back in control.
Well, I'm glad that you like white guys because I have another possible suitor for you.
Oh God,
this is
the thing. Last time on Nuggets podcast, someone asked me out in the comments while it was live stream.
Well, Nuggets trash.
Why do you hate him?
Got your back, Jack. Bitches
He
be crazy.
is trash.
I love you, Nugget.
Crazy. Bitches be crazy. Bitches
Nico's cool. Nuggets trash. So this is a return of our favorite guy, Fed Smoker Theo. This is him on a date. I thought.
Who?
Fed Smoker. Remember last week? Bitches be crazy.
Yeah.
Remember him? He was a really aggressive guy.
Wait,
the
are
guy
we like FaceTiming someone?
No. This is a video of a man on a date. I want to see what you think of, like if you would sleep with this guy. Like, what do you think of him?
You want to get what? You want to step outside? Step out.
Chilling out at McDonald's.
Do some stupid shit. You're gonna go to prison there, brother. He's a service animal. Here's his paperwork right here, ma'am.
Okay, I don't even need to see that.
Do you remember him by his voice?
He's trying to fight. I'd like to get the cops called on him. Mexican ass.
Oh my God.
I'd like to call the cops on him.
Mexican ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mexican?
That's right. We can ask for yours though. Sit down.
Sit down.
He's telling his woman, there's a woman next to him.
I'd like to get that. And legally, I wouldn't mind getting the cops down here and having a talk with him. But these guys are trying to pick a fight, so they put those people in prison around here like that. Especially around me, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm illegal. I got no paper.
Yeah? Okay.
I'm illegal. I got no paper. You
Good. Good.
I'm illegal. I'm Mexican.
I don't want to talk to you, okay? Do you understand that? You're on record there. Do you understand that?
So much aggression in his voice.
You're not going to have any problem.
No, we're not. He's going to go to prison, though, real quick. He screws around. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
So last week he was talking to a security guard. Now he wants to take somebody to prison.
No.
Who is this?
No.
Fed Smoker.
See ya, no.
The greatest man in the world.
No.
Oh my God, I hate him.
Beaner.
The racial component is a pink bag.
Is that funny? God, I love your toenails. You're into your toenails.
Time to go home.
I should step out and beat his ass anyways.
So what do you think? You're going to
next week?
I hate this guy.
He was the guy with the security guard. Oh wait,
And also they sit on the same side of the
Couldn't
table.
have been me because I don't know what the fuck.
it was you and Vizzy or Trizzy.
Who the fuck? Oh, okay.
Remember he was talking to the security guard. He said, "Remember he was trying to fight with the security guard."
What did he say to the security guard?
Said, "Hey, how do you get a job here, fuckface?" And then he said, "Ta-ta there, retard." That's
Oh my
ta-ta
gosh,
there.
I hate the R word.
I'm sorry.
And my friends hate, because everyone says it, and I'm just like, that's not a nice word. And then everyone gets so mad at me that I said that. And I'm just like, I'm not like mad at you. I'm just telling you.
I'm quoting what he says.
know.
I obviously wouldn't say Mexican ass.
I know.
But he
What
is.
I can't imagine being that angry. That you just
There's a
wanna
lot
start
of
with
videos of this
everybody.
guy, and he's amazing.
Y'all, the only thing I took from the video, y'all about to be like, what? I hate that she had red toenails.
Really? My first boyfriend ever, well, my first real life, like, go on vacations, yada, 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 whatever, boyfriend. His dad would always be like, a woman with red toenails is, and I'm like.
Is what?
Yeah, like, he would give me this look. And
Is
I'm like,
easy?
no.
Is
I don't know why.
Like, it gets him going.
Yeah, I don't like
that's
red,
his.
red toenails and red pop. I'm just not a fan of it, and that was just like, ugh. Like, it's like kind of cringeworthy, like, just like stockings.
I feel that.
I hate stockings.
So if Ted were to watch this, other Teds out there, the guy from the.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So say there's another Ted out there who saw you on Bumble or whatever, and they wanted to meet you at your bar, but they wanted to look the way you want them to look. How would you dress this man? How would you make him look? You're making a Sims character that you're gonna have sex with. Sims for sex. What do you want this guy to look
I used
like?
to love Sims.
That's the best game ever.
Ever.
Yeah. So Sims for sex. He comes out to how would he look? The Sims talk. Remember they go, But he looks the way.
I'm cracking.
What's your
I
dream?
forgot that shit.
It's funny because this is another thing that I was just talking about with my girlfriend. I don't know if you saw my story last night, but my girlfriend told me that my type, they all have similar characteristics. And I was like, what do you mean? And she's like Shrek. And I was like, wait.
They all look like Shrek?
What do you mean by that? And she was like Shrek, but like him when he's like a human. I was like, that's not what you said.
Shrek was a human?
Yeah, he's actually fine as shit too, honestly.
Well, I'm gonna Google it.
He morphed into like a hottie for sure. But I don't know. I feel like I like people who I can tell that like what they're dressed in is typically like they're feeling themselves in what they're dressed in. Like they're owning whatever it is that they're dressed in.
Okay, there's Shrek the human. He has hair. So are you saying that if a bald guy is out of the questions? Like, there's no way a bald guy could be with you?
You like big ass guys, huh? You like big guys.
In my head, yes. In reality, that's not what I ever.
I feel like you're going right past the bald guy thing.
I don't mind bald guys.
Okay.
But I think so. If I were to pick any of these versions of Shrek, I would pick the one with the beard.
Okay, so you're a beard guy or beard girl.
Yeah, I don't remember Shrek ever looking like that, but.
So you're into beards.
I like strong characteristics, I would say.
So how are you dressing this guy? Does he have hair? Does he not have hair?
Yeah, he has hair. I would like.
Okay,
I
so
like hair.
automatically back to I'm not doing bald guys, but go on.
I don't mind bald guys though, but I really actually appreciate bald guys because I think to be a bald guy, it's like it takes a certain. You have to like a certain
BD. I got it. Yeah,
awareness.
Okay.
Like fucking shave your head, bro.
Yeah.
Like there's people like just shave your head. Like if you don't. You know when it's time. Like, why are you pushing it?
I'm about to get limits.
You're about to get braids?
I love that.
You have no hair.
I'm getting braids.
What does that mean?
Everybody be like, fuck no.
Dude, you're going to be like.
What kind of braids? Like long braids?
Like 2002 Ludacris?
No, it was just going to be like individuals on the sides and shit coming down. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't for me, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, please don't do braids because I'm going to make fun of you every time.
I'm about to grow my beard out, though. You know what I'm saying? I've been getting these little dirt spots, and I'm like,
so
that's here. That might as well. You know what I'm saying? They like the beards.
Looking janky as shit. Well, all right, so what is this guy's style? He has some kind of hair on his head.
Typically, I end up liking guys that are like in their like they just have good self-awareness of like they are who they are. Like I like guys who know what they like and like that
and stick to it.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
In my mind, I'm thinking of a guy with blonde hair and a pink shirt because he has enough self-awareness to wear a pink shirt. Is this what you're thinking?
I do like it's funny because obviously on the back of that it says Fairy Garden, and there have been guys that are like how would I wear that? It says Fairy Garden. And I'm like, babe, like that's a you problem. That's not a me problem.
I wear it.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Fairy, like no one said that you're a fairy. Like it's supposed to be a conversation starter. What the fuck even is a fairy garden? Like that's the whole. That brings us to where it is. So
what's wrong with people wearing pink shirts?
Pink, I like pink.
If you're
I want
fair,
to
it's
be
not a
able
big
to
deal.
wear
No one cares.
whatever. I wear whatever you want. That's how I feel.
I ain't gonna lie to you. When I wear my pink shirt on here, I got a lot of compliments, motherfucker.
From who?
Everybody.
Nobody would ever.
Even on the podcast. Who was the guest on that, John? A female.
I got a pink shirt in the Stitch Fix. That's the company that I bought my favorite jeans ever. Most expensive ones. But I had a pink shirt. And I was like, Ash, what do you think? And she goes, it's pink. I go, yeah, you're right. I will never wear this.
Somehow, like what? Yeah, I guess I'm just sure of myself.
It's the skin color for a white guy can't pull off.
Bro, I'm light skinned. Like we close to the.
You have blue eyes. You could definitely wear pink.
Oh, I can pull anything. Bald, beard, beautiful blue.
Oh, now I can pull anything off. How cheap.
But again, at the end of the day, all I want to do is turn one person on, and a pink shirt doesn't turn that person on, then I'm not gonna wear it.
I feel that.
I remember I gave my nephew this hoodie. His mom wouldn't let him wear it because it had like it was like floral and shit, and she was like, "You're not wearing nothing with flowers on it." Cool, like cool.
I probably wouldn't wear flowers,
but I'm like
depends if it was like a Hawaiian type shirt. Yeah,
so
I feel like you could.
No, you if you know how to dress, if like you said, if you sure of yourself, you know how to dress. Like me, I come in here with anything, it's gonna look nice on me, and you're gonna be like, oh shit, I like how you put it. I couldn't do it, but I like how you put it together.
That's like how my style is. So like I would like that in a guy.
So you want all right? So this guy has hair on his head. He has some kind of face with a beard.
Potentially a beard. You don't have to have a beard.
and then he has a flower shirt on.
Sure.
So for anything else that you want that would like you'd be like, oh my god, that guy.
I like to know that you're working out. Like I like to know that you like care about yourself. Like you know what I mean?
Well, man, beating your dick don't count, bro.
I don't know what else. Yeah, I just want to know that you're active, and I want to know that you're like doing things that like you like to do, or wearing things that you like to wear.
That's you know what I'm saying? Sure of yourself, man. You gotta be sure of yourself, Justin.
Would it be better if they wore the shirt that they like or the shirt from your company?
That's funny because some guys do that. I'm like, I see you. I know what you're doing. They'll be in my DM and then they'll order off my website.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They want you. That's.
Well, I think that's actually really nice, honestly. Like because there are people who don't support.
Yeah, I'm going to an event on the 1st because shit like that.
My company, you know what I mean?
I'm going to an event on the 1st.
What does that mean?
What does that?
I'm going to what were we just talking about?
He's going to an event on the 1st.
No, but you just said people buy your shirt from being in your stories.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm going to support somebody. I don't even know, but I'm just going.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Somebody.
I feel like this is gonna be like Biggie Small. Like Biggie Small's come back from the grave. Like, what are you talking? It's so vague. I feel like it's gonna be the biggest person ever. Like Biggie Small just came back from the dead or something.
No, it's a female.
Yeah, it's a female. I'm going to go.
Event.
She's on the event, and I'm gonna just slide through.
I mean, sometimes you just take space from people. Like that happens to me a lot. I'll like straight up disappear if something happens and you irk me, or like you set me off in a way, or like
that's some Pisces shit.
I'm uncomfortable. I'll be like, I'll just disappear for a hot second, and then I'll come back and be like, okay, like let's talk about this.
But think about ghosting motherfuckers. Like you ghost a person and you just come back like nothing ever happened. They be mad as shit.
Well, it's just like I need time. I'll tell people that though. I'll be like, I need a second.
Yeah, I just leave your shit on red.
But they know you need a second. He said.
Wait, what?
He hates me. I posted something yesterday, right? And Ashley wrote me. That was crazy when I posted it. I'm about to tell you exactly what it said because I can't like remember it. But Ashley was like, "This is true about you and shit."
What? You posted something about me?
No, it's me. I said worst text. It said worst texts are alive, but a vibe in real life.
Right.
And
I'm the same way.
She was like, truth. I was like, shit.
I hate
literally. I have
texting
477 unread text messages. Yeah, this is.
Hold on, let me see what mine.
I
trigger the
hate you.
Yeah.
Mine's only at like 15 right now.
I don't even know how it gets
group
there.
messages. That should be like 600.
Oh no, I'm like not really in group messages.
No.
Who are the? How? Why don't you just text back? Do you see the text message?
Sometimes.
Then why don't you just text back?
Because not everything needs a response.
Oh, facts. That's just
yes, it does. It's a conversation.
No, fuck that. If you say, you coming? Yeah, I'm on my way. You don't need me to say okay. Like I'm on the way. Like
say less. Like
I love her.
White girl Thea meet black guy Maura.
Yo, man, you heard what she just said? First time I told him to say less, he thought him and his girl had a whole car long conversation. Like, did he tell me to shut up?
No, like it's like you don't even have to. Like, don't worry about it. Like I got it.
Have you? So you were just talking about how you hooked up with someone in sports, athlete. Have you ever hooked up with anyone famous that we would know? Who's the most famous person you ever hooked up with?
I'm not telling.
Can you like describe what they do?
You gotta tell us. You gotta tell us off camera though.
I can. I'll tell you guys off camera. But like, there's like people in my life who know that I've hooked up with this person, and like, that's like one of their fun facts about me. I'm like, my fun fact isn't that I hooked up with yada yada. Mm-hmm. Like, I have so much more cool things about me than that.
We don't need to say this person's name, but what do they do?
I want to know after this.
Oh yeah, after. I'm saying what do they do that makes them famous?
He's a basketball player.
Now he wants to know.
What city does he play for? Just that's it.
No,
he doesn't
play anymore.
No, he does. He's been moving around.
I know who it is then.
He ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that good then.
I know who it is.
He's just a role player.
I know who it is.
No, you don't.
I didn't even watch. I didn't even watch basketball, and I know she probably doesn't watch basketball.
I don't. I didn't know who he was when I gave him my number.
Did it happen in Philly or LA?
It happened here.
Is his initials? I can. If I get it, will you say it? I don't want to make it a thing if it is.
I just like don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Or his initials BS?
No.
Okay.
Yo, that was.
Oh no, I would not hook up with Ben Simmons.
PSA for no BSA.
It's a fucking cornball.
So, but yeah, like that. So like my friends would be like, you know, who she got with? I'm like, who cares?
They do, obviously.
Ugh.
I mean, because they probably wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Have they had some sexual encounters with
Probably
famous people?
I don't know.
Okay, anyway.
I think y'all just like, I mean, don't take this crazy or wrong, you know, but y'all just got the opportunity. Like, I don't get those opportunities. I can't run into this.
Like Jennifer Lawrence is going to be like, hey, you want to fuck?
I mean,
well, it's funny because like in LA, I mean, I've hooked up with some cool people there too, but I'm oblivious. I'm not kidding. I'm oblivious. One time I was next to Angelina Jolie out there, and I literally had no idea. And I went back. I like walked back to my friends, and they were like, "Holy shit! Like you were next to like, did you see her? Did she say anything?" I was like, "Who?" And they're like, "Angelina Jolie." I'm like, "Where?" And they're like, "Literally at the coffee table with you." I'm like, "Didn't see her." Or like when I worked like in hair, and I would go and do like these Bravo shows, or like I would go on music video sets, and like people would be like, "Don't say anything," and I'm like, I literally don't know who you're talking about. Like that happened a lot with Bravo. Like people would be like, "Oh my god!" Like my girlfriends would be in my DMs like, "You're with da da da. How is she?" I'm like, "Cool." What does she do?
I don't know who that is. So what do you want for like the future of like your podcast? Like, are you changing the name? Like, do you want to get?
I don't know.
You want more episodes? Like, when are we going to get on there? Like, what's...
Yeah, that's like my whole thing is I could talk for days, but I have a problem talking to myself. Like,
I thought it was
so it's hard to make episodes by myself. Like, episodes that have been by myself, most of the time I'll have a girlfriend like on FaceTime, or like they'll be like my first episode, my girlfriend, my pillow princess pleaser. She like sat with me in my bathroom and just listened to me talk that whole episode. Cause like I'm just like I don't know how to flow with myself. Yeah, cause like that was like the quietest place that I was able to when I lived in LA. I would like section myself off in my bathroom.
In the bathroom,
but
that's different.
So yeah, I just would like to just pass like my mindset off to people and like challenge people to look at things differently and like
and just talk shit to Virgos like they're less of people. Like
no,
we're
they're
fucking,
not. I love you guys.
Like we're handicapped or something.
I learned things, but it's funny. My one girlfriend, she's the Virgo. She recently said to me, she's like, since like meeting you, she's like, I look at things differently, and like I handle things differently sometimes, and I'm like, I love that because everything's like just not that deep, and it's just like if you get into like a state of like flow or like having fun, and I'm not saying like be an idiot and don't pay attention to like important things like your bills and stuff like that. Like obviously handle your business, but like when you do have the urge to like talk shit about like a person or a situation or something, like trying to like either look at things from the opposite perspective to like have a little bit more understanding for situations or other people. Like I just want to like pass off like empathy and like open-mindedness and like compassion and things like that. Like I feel like this culture is so like gets off on like toxicity and like fuck that and fuck this and like, you know what I mean, division. And that's why we're in the predicaments that we're in. It's like if you were just like wanted to connect with other people and like understand other people and like love on them, we will be in such a better position. So that's what I want to do. So through the podcast or through like the clothes, like that's why with the clothing, like, oh, okay. For instance, on the back of this shirt, do you see what it is?
Your pink hair is there.
Oh, well, it doesn't even matter. The top doesn't matter, but the 11 matters.
Yes.
It's backwards.
Right.
Okay, so the story behind that, like, there's just things that happen, and I'm like, this is a fairy garden moment, kind of, or like a Maura moment, what you were saying earlier. It's like the 11 is backwards because when you look in the mirror, it's right for you. But listen, do you want to know how I got to this?
Yes.
So me and my girlfriend went and got tattoos, and I got 1111 on the back of my arm, and we went to her friend's husband who was an apprentice and he needed to practice on people. So I don't give a fuck. Sure. Like we can go and I'll get like a discounted tattoo. I love that for me. So.
And he did it backwards accidentally?
Yep. And we didn't realize until we were in the car driving home. I'm like driving and I look over at her and she's just staring at the picture of my tattoo on her phone. And I'm like, what are you looking at that for? And she's like, bro, like, let me see your arm again. I was like, I'm driving. Like, what do you mean? And I'm like trying to show her while I'm driving. And she's like, it's backwards.
That shouldn't be an apprentice thing of knowing how to draw a 1, though. God damn it, Theo.
What do you mean?
Yeah, hear me.
You said it's an apprentice thing. You said he's an apprentice, correct?
Yeah.
He should know how to get a 1 correctly.
I agree.
So this
That's
person
why
should
I
not be
said-
tattooing.
Well, I don't fucking care. I'm sure he is tattooing now, but like, so when she tells me this, she's like, you know, your tattoo's backwards. It's already on me. It's backwards 4 times.
What was the point of the 4 1s then?
1111. So I grew up, my address growing up was 1111, and I just see 1111 a lot. And like, so I'm like, I'm going to get 1111 tattooed on me. But like in actuality, if you think about it now, like who am I getting 1111 tattooed on me for? Myself, right? So she tells me this, we're driving in the car. She's like, it's backwards. I'm like, okay, text him and tell him that. Like, he should know that the fucking tattoo is backwards. Like,
just because you're an apprentice doesn't mean you should be stupid.
I'm like, so in my head, I'm like, this is a perfect example of like, I could freak the fuck out and lose my shit right now, but it's tattooed on my body. Like, what is that going to do for me? So I'm like, I just can't talk right now. That's what I said to her. I was like, we have a 40-minute drive home. I don't want to talk. I just want to listen to music. Like, we'll figure this out when we get back to the apartment. So we get back to the apartment and I'm just like, it is what it is. Like, that's it. And she's like, you're not mad? I'm like, I mean, I'm not really happy about it, but like, it's on my body. Like, yeah, there's nothing I can do about it. So then I go and I'm like looking at it in the mirror and I'm like, dude, actually it's right for me. And I was like, it says 1111 when I look at it. And she's like, yeah, well, because you're looking at it in the mirror. I'm like, perfect. It's for me. Like, I want to remember 1111. So then now it's just, I'm like, are we sure that he really put it on backwards? Like, I'm like, did it magically flip on my arm?
If I'm him, I'm terrified that I just did this to you. And when you're like, you know what? It's actually for me.
Yeah.
Probably the best thing that's ever happened to that man in his life. He was the scariest he ever was.
Right. Well, and
the happiest.
And that's the thing, though. Like, I just feel like everything is always like on the low, working out for you. But everyone, it's so easy to play victim. So it's like, no one wants to like look at it like that.
Real shit. That's how I feel about that car shit last night.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
y'all looking at me to be like they probably look like, even you probably like, oh yeah, he's not coming to the podcast today. He's not doing this today. All right. Why?
Like, the most fucked up shit that can happen, and while it's happening, like, your reaction is the only power that you have over that situation.
So why be mad? You know what I mean?
Like, it's very hard to get me mad.
Think about it. If something makes you mad, right? If anything makes you mad, you're mad for damn near the entire day or half the day. Somebody has to do something, and think about it. If somebody do something, you're like, damn, you just changed my mood. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you mad. Think how much energy and time you just wasted being mad.
And
now
then you're talking
around,
about it. You're
got a
telling all
headache.
your friends.
Yeah.
Like, bro, no.
I got a headache because my face frowned up all day.
Right, not worth
what
it.
The fuck? I did it to myself.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
So when can we get on the podcast?
We can we record it here?
I mean,
How do I rent, or like how long can I rent for? Like, what is that?
you have to talk
like?
to the guy who owns the studio, but yeah, you can record here.
We could talk after this.
Okay. Like, yeah, we can do an episode. What do you mean?
I got some numbers for you from Robbie.
I did an episode like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I just put it out last week about like friendship green flags. Like,
You guys took about 45 minutes to get to a green flag, though.
I know. Well, Taylor.
The whole time I was like, what is she going to say?
I'm like, what are the green flags? I'm like, because I wrote mine down. But, yeah, like, even that, perfect example. Why the fuck was everyone talking about red flags for so long? I don't care. I want to talk about the opposite of the red flag.
But you know, come on, man. You know, you know what social media
I know.
thrives off of.
That's
negativity.
what I'm saying.
Like, it's all negativity.
I hate it.
Man, all
So that's what
negativity.
Fairy Garden, that would be the trajectory of Fairy Garden, is steering away from that. Why is that cool? Why are we all complaining all the time? Pick something else to talk about.
I was waiting.
Like, fuck.
Now that I'm thinking about it, though, I am about to complain. That was nasty. Yeah, how you see how that just coexists? You know what I'm saying? That was nasty, and I'm about to complain. That was decent. I ain't got no fucking ride home, man.
I thought, what's your face was coming here?
Yeah, but we live in 2 different spots. And
How'd you get here?
My friend.
You'll get him.
Yeah, I know.
Obviously. You're not
Yeah,
going to
you know what
stay
I'm saying?
here.
You know what I mean? But I am. I'm going to cook when I leave. I mean, after this, I'm going to smoke and I'm going to make some beats. I got to sell some beats. I need a new car.
Cook. Oh, you're cooking up.
Yeah.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Cooking up, smoke some bud, listen to some dope music, sell some beats.
Beats.
So let's get into the promotion aspect. Is there anything you would like to promote, Maura? If there is, there's a camera right over there. You can look at it and tell the world what you like to promote.
Just Fairy Garden. Just buy a shirt.
How can
There's
they find
actually a lot of pop-ups that I'm doing coming up.
Do you have all the information or no?
Briefly, I have a pop-up coming up on May 1st at Chinatown Beer Garden. I also have one, I think it's called Mushulu. Have you guys ever heard of that?
No.
It's like this big boat in Philly, and it has a restaurant on it. I think it's a sushi restaurant.
Okay.
And there's an event that's being hosted there on May 22nd, and I'm going to be there for that event. That's for Not Your Basic Brunch. She does events all the time, and she was nice. Last summer was my first summer in Philly, and she let me set up, which was cool. So I have just pop-ups coming up, and
I ain't going to lie to you. The Fairy Garden sounds kinky.
well, it's funny because I started kind of looking into what is an
sex
Aries
toys and shit
versus
like
not an Aries. What is an angel versus a fairy? Because I'm they both have wings. They're both cute little, in my mind, girls typically, but I don't think that that's even true. But I'm pretty sure fairies are just like angels, same vibe, except fairies have sex.
Yeah, see, but that hearing the Fairy Garden, it sounds like you got sex toys and numbing creams.
Well,
and shit
he was just
that.
saying that I am the first woman this month on a spree of women, and someone is coming from a sex toy store. I'm like, can I come to that podcast episode? I would love that.
It's next week. Bro, we got a month of women. This is chivalry's back, motherfuckers.
Yeah, I'm getting my hair cut next week. He's just gonna be flowing. What's up, man?
Well, yeah, I think I get that. I feel that.
How can they find this website of yours?
Fairygardenmindset.com or shopthefairygarden.com. They're the same. And then Fairy Garden Mindset on Instagram. Or you can just see me be an idiot all the time on my Instagram, which is MarBXO.
Yeah, let me follow you.
I just do whatever. I just say whatever.
I just do whatever.
Do whatever. People will be like, you crack me up. I'm like, why?
What did I do? All right, Theo, you got anything you want to promote?
I need a new fucking car. It's no.
If you sell cars for free.
Yeah,
sell cars for free. You know what I'm saying? I'll work it off, I'll
or
wash some dishes or
can
some
we
shit.
get you with a local dealership that you?
I don't really want no note, man.
They're not always new.
But they always got notes.
Notes?
Notes.
What does that mean?
Car note.
What is a
What does
car
that
note?
mean? I know what a car note is, but why do you not want one?
Because I don't want to pay that bill. Right?
What's a car note?
Oh, you got money.
No, I have parents who help me when I need help.
Yeah, I feel you. Car note is you paying monthly on your car until it's paid off. Car note.
Oh, like leasing a car.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Leasing,
But is it like
leasing
leasing through the bank?
Leasing, you give it back though. You lease for a couple years. Having a car note, you making payments, you paying to buy the car all off and keep it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just don't want a car note.
Oh, so you want to just put 15 down and be done?
15 ain't gonna get me shit.
I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to buy my car I bought it straight out. So
Okay.
you know what I mean? I want another situation like that.
Okay, so the Fairy Garden in me would challenge you to sit down and write down a list of everything that you would want for your new car. Just to give it energy.
So write a
All
note
of
to
the
the car,
things.
and then the car will write a note back to you.
No, just like write down what you want. Like you want a black car, you want a white car. Like I'm talking get specific, get detailed. Anything you want, what would that look like? How much money would it be? Because actually, I wrote the apartment that I'm living in right now is my fucking dream apartment. I can't even tell you how much I'm paying for it because I don't want anybody else trying to get my shit. But let me just tell you, it's pennies, and it has everything that I asked for. It's because I wrote it down.
Well, maybe you should write down the fucking car I need.
All right, let's talk about it.
Just as homeless guys jerking off. Who cares? So coming up on the
Mine
pod.
of my own. I'm sorry. Mine of my own. Theo Dolce got some shit coming real soon. You need beats. You need writing. You need some singing on your shit. You need some rapping on your shit. Call me the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we're promoting.
Let me get the upcoming guest for the coming weeks. So this is, again, starting off a month of women, which we haven't had here. We've had women on here before, but not a whole month straight, which is amazing. So starting off, obviously, Maura started this off. Next is Erotic Boudoir on Instagram. The next one after that is Polly Baby from Glockaway Radio. We're also going to be on her show coming up soon. And then Lizzie Friedman from Lower Marion Food Bloggy. So 4 women in a row. Can't wait for that. We're also another woman. We're going to be on Stormy's live podcast show on May 20th. So you can come out and see us there. Buy tickets. You can see us in person. We're doing,
Where's that?
It's in Philly. I can't remember the exact place, but I'll put the location below. And
What
I'll
are we
put all
gonna
that.
do on that, John? What are we gonna talk about? You got a outline of the show?
No, but I think I was asking if there was TVs. There's not a TV. I forgot to play the game that I love to play, but you don't love to play the Don't Look Away game. Don't Look Away is where I put videos on the TV, and if you look away,
That would have probably been dope for her. She probably would have.
she would have been good, but she doesn't
nasty
drink
as
though.
fuck.
She doesn't drink though. But we could have had her do something else. But once you turn away, you have to drink. And I just play disgusting videos. I asked for that, but they don't have TVs there. So
the nigga put a nail in his dick hole. That was crazy.
So the next game. So I think I'm gonna do how well do you know your SO there? Pick a couple out of the audience. Do that.
That's dope.
Because it's like a 15-20 minute segment, so guys can see that live.
Mm-hmm.
And then guys drink if the guy gets the answer wrong. Girls drink if the girl gets the answer wrong. Something like that. But again, May 20th, you can see us live and upcoming shows coming up. And that's it. I want to thank Maura for coming on, of course.
Thanks for having me.
I want to thank Theo. Again, Nugget is a piece of shit. Not a big deal. But don't worry, Maura's going to tell us all about it on our social media about how much of a piece of shit Nugget is and how much better Loving Them What is.
Oh my gosh, you guys are funny.
Probably not even that. Thank you for watching that video on YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe to this video, share it with your friends, follow us at LovinThem1 on Instagram, and go to thelovingthem1.com. New full episodes every Tuesday, highlights throughout the week, and previews on Sundays, full audio every Monday.
What he said.